What's a sea monster's favourite thing for dinner? Fish and chips. Whey!
Bruh.
Guys, want to see new flag cam? Nothing special. The worst joke. He had some pretty bad ones, to be fair. Right. Where's the video at? Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Right. This is the new flag cam. Hey! What's going on, boys? It's over there. Oh, the music's not on this scene. Well, that's something obviously got to fix. Let's quickly go into studio mode and fix all you guys. I really wish my audio wouldn't feel absolutely atrocious when I would switch scenes and stuff. I do apologize. You guys hear that horrible crackling, right? Might be too far away. Need to make sure I grab all the audio sounds here. Yeah, that should all be in there now, probably. Cool. There we go. Sweet. Nice. And we have the Polish battle group video that we're ready to go with. So yeah, this is the new flag cam. Which is over here. So whenever we get a new subscriber, I'll grab this pen. I'll write your name on the flag. Over here. So we've got another camera over there so you guys can see that. Cool. Yeah, that is the biggest issue in my stream right now, is the audio crackling on the music when I transition scenes over, because my CPU spikes and it just does not like that at all. You guys do see that, yeah. The camera is too far away. Not sure. I could try and get it a little bit closer, but Maybe I'll remove the flag cam transition here. Thank you very much. Waiter, thank you very much for the follow. Cheers, buddy. So the cam scene, interesting how when I try and go onto the scene, it's fine, but when I go off the scene, it doesn't like it. I could do a zoom on it. Yeah, maybe I can do a zoom. Filters, add. Is there like a zoom function I can add on it? I don't think there is a zoom feature to add on it, guys. Make the main screen so I can read it. What main screen? What are you looking at? So, and also, my favorite battle group for the DLC so far. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to. I like the final stand looks pretty interesting, but we're going to go over the Polish Cavalry one in a moment. Resolution hasn't helped much, does it? Bigger video. Camera control. The zoom is the zoom's grayed out. I can't zoom in on it with the camera control. It's kind of not there. Hmm. Yeah, don't worry. We'll go over it in a minute, buddy. I'm just showing off the new flag cam. I can try and move it. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to move it over because I haven't. The cable doesn't reach. House tour. No, I wouldn't do a house tour, but I can show you around the office at some point. You guys practically see the office anyway. This is what you see behind me, right? There hasn't been a reaction yet, Alice. No, I haven't done it. We'll be doing it momentarily. That software, what software are you referring to, Miferion? Full uniform. Thank you, Tony. Cheers, buddy. Process lasso. Was this I think this program kept on encouraging me every time I launched my PC. It would pop up with a startup message saying to buy the product, which is really annoying. I think wasn't it this one? Yeah. I think I got rid of it because it kept on doing that. Right. Are we ready, guys? But did it help at all? I wasn't actually sure. I can't remember what I did with it, to be honest, to look at CPU power. I would need to go over it again, to be honest. Sorry, I can't. I'm just trying to think what I actually did with it. I think I might have looked at it, but it was a couple of weeks ago now. What did I do with it? I mean, my head's been all over the shop recently because I've been busy with getting my stuff with Japan ready, making YouTube videos on Japan. Just get this new webcam in. Should be hopefully getting a new graphics card as well. So I've just probably slipped my mind to properly go over that. I think it's mainly to do with the for some reason it's something to do with the high CPU usage the transitions have, and any kind of GIF or graphic has on my my OBS. I don't know why that is. after my video, will I be playing CoH3? Yeah, so I'll do analysis. Well, we'll watch the trailer, give you my reaction, then give you some analysis on it, and then we'll go in and do a maybe a cast or play a game or two. So play code for maybe an hour or two after we do analysis, and then probably go for dinner, and in the evening maybe some Battlefield 6 or a new game that I'm looking to try out. See if it's any good. You guys want? Doing a line of coke to get me going. You know how it is. You know how the hell am I able to keep company heroes being sane all these years? So what am I talking about? Yes. So yeah, we something on the tip of my tongue. Forgotten it. Right. Okay, never mind. Wasn't that important? Okay, so okay, are we ready? Are you guys ready for me to go over and do the? Oh, yeah, we need to get a TikTok started. That's what. Okay, we should be live on the TikTok. Get it up, lovely jubbly. Right. Okay. So, oh yes, the new graphics card. The new graphics card. So I show you what. Yeah, I can't. So first of all, a very kind donor who would like to remain anonymous, reached out to me the other day saying, "Hey, Hans, there's a sale going on right now where I live. Would you like a new graphics card?" So of course I said yes. You know, and I said thank you very much. It's, you know, super very generous of you. And if everything goes to plan, I should be picking it up hopefully by the end of the week. Let me just give you the specs of this graphics card if you find it for you guys. So yeah, the individual in question noticed that I was only having 8 gigabytes of RAM in 2025. Was like, right, he said he needed to do something about that. So yeah, honestly, super generous. Can't thank the guy enough. Trying to get the information on it. Yeah, the graphics card is in question is a Acer Radeon RX 9070 X 16 gigabytes. So that's what I'm getting. If anybody familiar with that kind of make or model, I'm normally used to like NVIDIA graphics cards. This is not an NVIDIA graphics card. This is something different. Kind of wanted to try something else out because I remember how many people in chat were always complaining about the fact that I had an NVIDIA card, saying, "Oh, your GeForce is screwing you over, Hands, this, that, and the other." So I thought, you know, why not try something different for a change rather than NVIDIA all the time. And I've been trying many times to reach out to that guy at NVIDIA from TwitchCon, and he never got back to me about it. So I thought, you know, fuck it. I'll, you know, might as well try something else. I think I looked it up actually a minute ago. Did I have it on on my computer here at all? Yeah, it's a 9070 XT 60 gigabyte Acer Radeon. If anyone's curious. Right. I can think of no defense regarding why I stick with Nvidia. Then again, I paid £3,000 for your 3,000 for your 5090. Shit, dude. That's insane amount of money for a graphics card. Did you really need that? What do you use your 5090 on? Dude, that's insane, man, to spend that much money on just a graphics card. Did you get it when it was brand new? The 50 series just came out, because that's pretty insane. Right then, so today, guys, yeah, we're gonna watch this trailer. I'll be ready. I've got it here, ready to go. We're gonna get into this right now. We'll mute the music. We'll switch the scene over. First 2 days of release, scalpers hammer you. Oh, you don't need the graphics card on the first 2 days of release. Like, honestly, it's a trap to buy a brand new graphics card. It's the first couple of days it comes out. It really is. Literally, wait. Tell them, oh, well, yeah, she sounds like a very sensible woman. You know, maybe you should listen to her. Save yourself a bit of money. You know? That's funny. Funny. Right then. Some people just deserve to be scammed. Well, for instance, I'm still using your really your third generation. I thought i7s was kind of like the general standard at the moment, and some people are using like i9s, but i3s, bro. I thought my graphics card, my CPU that I use at the moment sucks because it's really struggling and it's going up to like 90 temperature and everything like that, and really struggling. I feel like maybe I have a bad CPU. I mean, I'm kind of curious as to because my CPU isn't. If I could type in specs real quick in chat, it's an AMD Ryzen 5800X. I honestly I don't know how that compares in today's market. Is that good? See, it prices around £140. Decent CPUs normally are like £300 range, right? 8 core. I would love to see if there was like a graph to get, a good graph comparison. CPU graph comparison chart. Here we go. This thing here. So I'm using 5800, which is not listed here. Wait, is that the one I've got? Something similar to this one. So I've got, yeah, the one I have apparently is almost 4,000. Yeah, it's listed. It's very expensive. Yeah, it performs worse than most of these other stuff. Yeah, so I feel like my CPU isn't very good at the moment by the looks of things. Hey, Mr. Bad Mass, how you doing, dude? It's still decent, says Wanda. i7, 48 core, 7th generation, there was no improvement, so I didn't bother. Right. Yeah, I'm not really a techie guy, as you probably already know. Like, when it comes to, like, the workings of my PC, I generally just know how to insert a graphics card and also RAM sticks. That's pretty much it. USB sticks and things like that. When it comes to like reseating RAM, thermal paste, all that kind of stuff, I generally avoid doing anything like that because I'm worried that I'm going to blow my PC up. And I don't want to do anything like that. I'd rather have a professional do it than know what they're actually doing. As a rule, PCs are like Lego. If it fits, it goes there. Yeah, but you don't want to. Sometimes though, you could be really like when I've been trying to put RAM in. Sometimes I'm like, why are you not going in? You know, you got to really force it in sometimes, and then you hear that click, and you think, okay, now it's in. But sometimes you feel like you're putting too much force on it. You're going to break something. I'm always worried about doing. Welcome if you're just joining on the TikTok as well. I see a Wish, Geordie. How you guys doing? Well, welcome. We're just gonna check out the brand new Company of Heroes 3 trailer for the new battle group for the British forces, which is the Polish Cavalry commander. We'll be doing that any second now. Right, are we ready then? So let's begin, guys. Hi, this is HelpingHans, guys. We're going to be popping this on YouTube, and this is my first raw reaction to the CoH3 new battle group for the British, Endure and Defy, coming out on the 27th of November, and this is the Polish Cavalry battle group. Let's begin. Oh shit, hang on, I gotta do that again because I've just realised something. Is the music working here? Need to make sure the... we're gonna do that one more time because the audio wouldn't record for the VOD. I need to do that again. Sorry, hang on. Right. Hi guys, this is HelpingHans. This serious face now, serious face. Hi guys, this is HelpingHans bringing you the brand new reaction. Oh wait, no, that's not it. See, now I'm thinking about it too much. I can't do it. This is what I do. So you know when I actually make a video off stream, the amount of takes I do to get it right, insane. You know? Why it takes me so long to edit videos and things because I mess up so much. Right. No, got the giggles. Hang on. Oh, dude, honestly, I have so much stuff, bloopers, that I probably could add. Oh no. No, I didn't snort cocaine. I didn't snort cocaine, guys. Oh my god. Bro, stoned. I'm not. Seriously, I'm not stoned. I've just got the giggles. Okay, right, serious, right. Okay. Serious face time. Okay, laughing at nothing. I don't know what I'm laughing at. Just chill. You guys are making me laugh. You guys are making me laugh. You lullamoots in the chat. Okay. That's in the... Right then, okay. Oh my god, I can't stop it. Hang on. Oh no! Come on, okay, serious. This is a serious video about a battle group. Okay. Okay. Oh god. I can't look in. I can't look in. Okay. Come on. Right, serious video. Oh god, stop. Why? It's not funny. It's not even funny. What am I laughing at? I'm not even, dude. Look, these people have got places to be and they want to watch me. Right. I'm not looking at chat 'cause you guys are making me laugh. Hey guys, this is Helping Hands bringing you a brand look at the new battle group for the Italian. No, fuck, it's not. I'm not. Can't think now. Really serious video. This is all these bloopers gonna get edited out. Hey guys, this is Oh wait, no, I've just realised I can hear the background of the audio over here now. Hey guys, this is Helping Hands, and today I'm going to give you my raw reaction to the new Polish Cavalry battle group for Company of Heroes 3. This is my raw reaction to it, and what we're going to do is we're going to watch it, and then I'm going to analyse it for you. And without further ado, let's begin.
Welcome, Commander. Featured in the Endure and Defy Battle Group pack are battle groups for every army. Among them is the Polish Cavalry Battle Group for the British Forces. Fierce, relentless, and armed with firepower that can shatter steel, they storm ahead and never leave a comrade behind. Light up the battlefield with rocket artillery, blazing a trail of devastation to break the enemy's will and clear the path for your forces. Unlock the Tulip upgrade for your Humber armored car and M3 Stuart light tank,
and Stuart,
giving your light vehicles the edge or additional fire support in
God.
armored warfare.
Oh god,
These can be upgraded further with Panzerbane rockets, dealing more damage with a larger blast radius.
What? Oh my god.
The land mattress can saturate an area with rockets. The blast radius makes it highly effective against infantry and weapon teams, though a direct hit will put a dent in armor or structures. Veteran crews can unleash fragmentation rockets, a deadlier form of ordnance that makes the land mattress a weapon of
Baby,
fear.
we're back.
No shelter, no mercy. The M4A4 Firefly is a medium tank. Boasting the powerful 17-pounder gun mounted onto a Sherman's hull, it could reliably penetrate the armor of Panthers and Tiger tanks. The Firefly can also fire the armor-piercing discarding Sabo round. This special round will increase the time it takes to repair the vehicle should it escape the Firefly's reach.
Ooh, interesting.
The Firefly can also be upgraded with Tulip rockets. Decapitation Strike grants you access to 3 Hawker Typhoons equipped with Tulip rockets, allowing you to select 3 key locations to pummel from above. Put in your requests quickly, Commander. The pilots don't have enough fuel to stay up there forever. Designate enemy units in an area as strategic targets, making them easier to hit. Attacking these targets will grant you with additional munitions for the war effort.
Plus 15 though?
Assign a squad, weapon crew, or vehicle to seek vengeance, increasing their rate of fire. With every kill, the duration of vengeance increases, allowing for sustained pressure on enemy forces. The Polish Lancer section is a 4-man squad. Equipped with 2 anti-tank rifles and a Bren light machine gun, they've got a score to settle. Each member is trained to challenge the elite, gaining increased damage against enemy units with equal or higher veterancy.
Ooh, that's what I was thinking.
The squad can stabilize their weapons on the ground, making them capable of hitting targets further away. We leave no man behind, Commander. All squad members have the capacity to recover casualties on the battlefield. If the squad is already at full capacity, then gain manpower instead.
Nice.
Every soldier we bring home is a promise kept.
It's a cool thing.
Send out 3 reconnaissance planes to scout for enemy vehicles. If a pilot spots a vehicle, they will break formation and maintain vision on that target. The other pilots will continue with the original mission plan, revealing the ground below. As commander of the Polish Cavalry battle group, your success hinges on mastering the arts of combined arms. Lead with intelligence, follow through with firepower. Unleash devastating rocket barrages to soften targets and provide support with Lancer sections. Coordinate, strike, and leave nothing standing.
What was that rocket strafe? Was that rocket
Good luck
strafe?
on the battlefield. Firepower.
Decapitation strike. Okay, I guess it's kind of like a nice little rocket run you've got there. Panzerbane rocket. So I just want to double check on what that was again. So, okay, first of all, let's go from the backwards. So we had No Man Left Behind. I thought that was really cool just then, being able to pick guys up. It's like the opposite of it, like interrogation. You'd actually, you could actually gain some soldiers back if they drop, and you could gain reinforcement, more manpower as well, which is pretty sick if you were to pick these guys, recover these guys. Can you only do this, though, on... So one thing we need to test is here we have a footman guard that's picking up other footman guard, right? But what if they were infantry section models? Could the footman guard, would he be able to gain a casualty and throw him into that squad, or is it only casualties for that specific squad that actually matters? You need to be able to test that out to see how that works. Because if it's only for one squad on... R2 saying yes. So yeah, look, if that is the case, then yeah, you'll maybe won't get too much benefit from it, unless if you do try and pick up a dude and it's not the right squad, you just get manpower back from it, then that's okay. So yeah, we had the Panzerbane rocket. So that Panzerbane rocket was near where the land matches was located. Polish Lancers, so that's the Firefly. Land mattress. So that's from the Tulip rocket launch. So basically, the Panzerbane rocket is the upgraded version of the Tulip rocket launchers. I think this is crazy that you can put the Tulip rockets on Stuarts and Humbers, man.
Or additional fire support in armor.
That took half health. That rocket there,
giving your light vehicles the edge. Or
it only had the one Tulip rocket on, though. It doesn't have two.
Additional fire support.
But it looked like it did 50% damage to that tank just then.
In armored warfare. These can be upgraded further with Panzerbane rockets, dealing more damage with a larger blast radius. I'm
loving this. Is going to be crazy strong because you can like send a cheap Humber around the back to maybe like get something super valuable, like for instance a Stuka or something, or you eat that rocket off and you might be able to get a nice finishing shot on something important. That could be really insane. Could be an insta-kill for trailer purposes. Yeah, I mean, the thing that I don't like Relic doing this, but they do it in every trailer, is that they make it so that the abilities and stuff and the units you get are like overpowered or really strong. Like you see this Firefly, looks like it's one-shotting a Tiger here, but you'll notice that the Tiger, the engine will be smoking before,
medium tank.
They'll just kill it off straight away, which doesn't make sense,
Boasting
the
powerful
one-shot a Tiger.
17-pounder gun mounted onto a Sherman's hull, it could reliably penetrate the armor of Panthers and Tigers.
Yeah, it looks like it just one-shots these things, which it won't do.
The Firefly can also fire the armor-piercing discarding Sabo round. This special round will increase the time it takes to repair the vehicle should it escape the Firefly's reach. The Firefly can also be upgraded with Tulip rockets.
So it gets two, and it seems like the Humber and Stuart only get the one Tulip rocket on the side there. So the Saber round, though, the Saber round, excuse me, that seems like something brand new that we haven't seen in Company Heroes before, which is pretty cool. Which it basically stops you being able to repair a high-valued vehicle. So let's say enemy Tiger, whatever have you, and you want it to, you don't give your opponent a chance to be able to repair it. It doesn't say actually how long it disables the enemy team the chance to repair for. That's still something new that we've never seen in the Company Heroes franchise before, so that's pretty cool. It's snowing outside where I live at the moment, so it's pretty chilly.
And weapon teams, though a direct hit will put a dent in armor or structures. Veteran crews can unleash fragmentation rockets, a deadlier form of ordnance that makes the land mattress a weapon of fear.
That doesn't look like fragmentation, right? Normally you would see the rocket come over and then explode midair and fragment over. It looks like it's just a direct rocket from this footage. Am I
a deadlier
Misunderstanding how
form
this
of
works.
ordnance that makes the land mattress a weapon of fear.
That barrage just looks like a standard barrage, does it not? Like, I'm trying to see the difference between those two barrages.
Veteran effective against infantry and weapon teams, though a direct hit will put a dent in armor or structures. Veteran crews can unleash.
Okay, so then we had... So, Vengeance. Yeah, I wanted to look... What was Vengeance again? Vengeance was a weird one. Strategic targets. Right, so this was the first one. So this was...
Designate enemy units in an area as strategic targets, making them easier to hit.
Honestly, that 15 munitions for each model killed is pretty insane. That is a lot of munitions. When we looked at the final stand battle group, and there was like an ability where you could activate if you lose troops, you gain munitions. It was only, what, 6 munitions or something for losing? Or was it 3? I can't remember. Something, it was much lower than 15 at any rate, for losing on models. But here, killing a model, you're getting 15. That's pretty insane.
Attacking these targets will grant you with additional munitions for the war effort. Assign a squad, weapon crew, or vehicle to seek vengeance.
Seek Vengeance. So they've activated it on this specific unit.
Increasing their rate of fire. With every kill, the duration of vengeance increases, allowing for sustained pressure on enemy forces.
Sustained pressure, but what does that mean exactly?
Squad, weapon crew, or vehicle to seek vengeance, increasing their rate of fire.
So just increasing their rate of fire, so it just keeps their rate of fire up. Is that it? Is it just increasing rate of fire?
With every kill, the duration of vengeance increases, allowing for sustained pressure on enemy forces.
They should have, for this, they should have popped this ability on the grunt, because it's much easier to see the rate of fire of the guns here. I think they did a mistake here by doing it on this infantry section. It extends the time of how long it's active, which could be cool. And I'm wondering if, like, infantry squads will each kill be the same amount, or will tanks, for instance, if you kill a vehicle, will it be added at a much more significant amount of time to that ability, you know? On the footage, we can see the green circle refresh off the unit on kill. Yeah, let's just watch that again real quick here.
To seek vengeance,
So there's the green
increasing their
circle.
rate of fire. With every kill, the duration of vengeance increases,
Okay,
allowing
yeah,
for sustained
you can
pressure
see it went up
on enemy
a little
forces.
Tiny bit.
The Polish Lancer section is a 4-man
seconds of that.
squad. Equipped with 2 anti-tank rifles and a Bren light machine gun, they've got a score to settle. Each member is trained to challenge the elite, gaining increased damage against enemy units with equal or higher veterancy. The squad can stabilize their
So hang on, let me listen to that one more time.
gaining increased damage against
Increased
enemy
damage.
units with equal or higher veterancy. The squad can stabilize their weapons on the ground, making them capable of hitting targets further away. We leave.
That's and then the recon mission was the last one, isn't it? Let me just double check here. So the recon mission, or No Man Left Behind. I think it's, again, that's another like different type of recon run as well. It's not like a bog standard recon run. This time it will actually, 3 planes will go over the battlefield, and if every one of these planes spots an enemy vehicle, they'll hover over it, which is kind of cool. So we kind of haven't had a specific recon run like that before. It's just been a loiter or like an overpass. A marked target has been something where it tracks a specific vehicle, providing an extra like increase in penetration and that kind of stuff. But this is just like it gives vision for that area, which is still pretty cool. Could be quite nice. But, you could drop this ability, the recon mission, around the back, and then you could the planes might hover over important artillery targets like Wesps, Stukas, and stuff like that, giving you other teammates opportunities to do off map. And looks like you have the decapitation strike as well. Which, where was that? Was that really wasn't show? Yeah, this is the decapitation strike. Let me just have a look at this here.
Decapitation Strike grants you access to 3 Hawker Typhoons equipped with Tulip rockets, allowing you to select 3 key locations to pummel from above.
3 key locations, so you can go 1, 2, 3. It hasn't got to be in a straight line. That's pretty damn strong. You've been able to choose 3 separate locations rather than it just all be in one specific area. I think that's going to be really damn good. And then in conjunction then with the recon mission, right, you can spot for yourself with the recon mission and then use the decapitation strike. Yes, it's going to be very munitions heavy, but if you're good on munitions, you know, that's sick. You haven't got to rely on anybody else to be able to pull this off potentially, which is really good. Though they are planes, and planes can get shot down by the flak feelings and things like that, so you got to watch out for that. Yeah, that's interesting. So, and then yeah, the biggest thing that I, you know, for me is I'm thinking, which is quite crazy. I mean, I love the land matches, but having the tulip rockets on Humbers and stuff, mate. We just have a quick look again here.
Unlock the tulip upgrade for your Humber armored car, and
it's only a single. Yes, I'm looking at this Stuart over here. It's only got the one rocket on here. It doesn't have another one over here.
M3 Stuart light tank.
But this will mean you'll see maybe Stuart spam a lot more, because Stuarts will actually be able to, you know, properly, if you've got the munitions, you'll be able to have, you know, easily beat much stronger tanks thanks to the tulip rockets and stuff.
Giving your light vehicles the edge or additional fire support.
Such an early upgrade as well, as Mafira saying in chat. Yeah, it's one of the first things you get. CP Costlink says, we've got CP Costlink as well. Here, let me just check this out real quick. Right, 1 command point for this. So yeah, by the time you get a Humber out, you'll probably have the command point to be able to instantly slot on the tulip rocket. So yeah, well, dude, I can see like, yeah, the first Humber being really good, because that generally is only good against infantry. But with that extra tulip rocket, I think most vehicles are going to think twice about diving in. Even if a T-50 with a Panzerjäger tries to dive in against the Humber, you know, if that tulip rocket is accurate, it'll take that T-50 and stop the chase and keep that Humber alive. This is going to be really insane. So then we can see this big off map. So yeah, you either got a choice between the Firefly or this rocket strafe, which is interesting. Now you do have the 17-pounder non-doctrinally, so you don't really necessarily need the Firefly, but I kind of want to know what the range is of the Firefly. Is it similar to something like the Archer? Does the Archer have better range than the Firefly in this game? Would be interesting to see. And the rounds, the specific rounds here.
Bane rockets, dealing more damage with a larger blast radius.
And more damage with a larger blast radius is all you get with the Bane rocket. So it is a better form of tulip rocket. So if you want to go heavy into the tulip rockets, you can go. But I think the land mattress is probably the choice I'd always pick over that. Yeah, I think because this is some nice kind of like, you know, anti-infantry, anti-support weapon type unit. And what was the command points there for that, the land mattress? Let's bring that up again. Where's that image I just had? I get rid of it? No, it should be on this. Yeah. 3. Okay, so it's going to take maybe a while to get it out, but I think it'd probably be worth it. Now, the Polish cavalry themselves, I'm not really sure about them. I mean, they seem to be okay from what we saw in the video. But how well do they perform compared just to a normal section with anti-tank rifles? It seems like these guys, you call them in and they already have the anti-tank rifles equipped. Possibly the Bren gun as well. Did it say you need to upgrade the Bren gun? Hang on, let me listen to that again.
The Polish Lancer section is a 4-man squad. Equipped with 2 anti-tank rifles and a Bren light machine gun,
Bren one.
They've got a score.
So it sounds like they come onto the battlefield with like fully equipped, which will save you on munitions by the sounds of it. Which is 80 rifles do more damage as well. Okay, so a little bit better then. So that's kind of cool. So I could see, yeah, maybe, you know, it looks like you'll always get them regardless, due to the fact that they, if we look at the command, you know, they're on the commander tree. They're not an exclusive choice, so it doesn't matter what you do, you'll always have access to them. So yeah, that's interesting. They're only a 4-man squad though, which means I'm generally not a massive fan of 4-man squads, guys, because of their reduced survivability. More easy to get wiped and stuff. It'd be nice to know if they've got any kind of like grenades and things like that. Archie's saying they're 440 manpower. Oh my god, really? That expensive for a 4-man squad? Ain't guards like 400? Are they more expensive than footman guards? Bloody hell. Not expecting at least a 5-man squad for that price. AT rifles do bonus damage to infantry as well. A 4-man squad, man, dude. That's an expensive squad. For how many models they've got. Okay, that's very, very expensive. And again, a quick look at the command point. They come out at 2 command points. Okay, interesting. And what would I pick over the other 2 abilities? These are both 1 command point: the Vengeance or Strategic Stance. This one, as we saw, increased the fire rate, whereas this one gives munitions on unit kills. Because this commander is so munitions heavy with all these recons and this decapitation strikes and the tulip rockets, I think most people will probably go for strategic targets. One thing is, I'm curious if it costs munitions to deploy this ability. It probably does. So you're hoping that you'll actually get a return on your investment for spending the ability to get munitions back. I'm kind of curious how that kind of works. So, yeah. Or is it a free ability you just pop down and hope to get munitions? That'll be too strong. It's got to cost something, right? What do we think, lads? Yeah, I haven't seen the video footage of the match here. Let me just have a quick look. Discord, see if I can find it. Has anyone got a link to that match at all, where they kind of demonstrated some of these abilities? Because I kind of want a quick little look at that. If anyone has the link available. Yeah, No Man Left Behind. Yeah, I want to do some testing with this. Bear with me, guys. I'm just trying to see if I can find the clip. Struggling to find it. Post it. Yeah, here. I think this is it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another exciting show.
Right.
Those are enemy positions, and then you also got decapitation strike to, drop multiple airstrikes on certain areas when the Polish stuff really starts to come online, where Kriegs tends to come online a bit.
And then you need one of the abilities before that, so you're 3 CP in there before you're getting to utilize
so it's more of a mid to late game battle group is when the Polish stuff really starts to come online.
Right, it says armed with 2 anti-tank vehicle rifles and 1 anti-tank Bren gun, increased damage against units with equal or higher veterancy levels, or marked by strategic targets. And they put a marked target on people? Fires faster and deals more anti-infantry damage with anti-vehicle rifles than other units. Okay, cool. So yeah, by the fact that they have anti-tank rifles, it doesn't necessarily mean that reduces their anti-infantry damage output like it would normally do on sections with AT rifles.
Where Kriegs tends to come online a bit earlier.
Yeah, and we've just seen here he's gotten the tulip rocket launchers, which can be really useful early if you're going for the Humbers, because that allows you to get a new sort of like avenue or vector of gameplay with this unit, which is battle group. So it's fun to be able to like surprise the enemy with that.
So we still conventional builds from the British. So Jason has already put up 2 hard points, so he's going to start getting those supply shipments soon. So, this is the big mechanic of the Kriegsmarine. He will be building hard points, and you can see now that a timer has started on the ability supply shipment. I want
to look at this actually, because we'll look more deeply into the Kriegsmarine in a separate video, guys, but I do want to quickly look at this. Every 150 seconds, random resupply crates will deploy around the designated hardpoint base. The number of crates is based on the number of active hardpoints owned to a maximum of 4. The active hardpoints. So if you have, so these are the hardpoints he's put down right now. So if you had 4 hardpoints dotted around the map, 1 point would generate 4 crates. Is that right? Have I understood that correctly? If you only have 1 crate, 2 allied hardpoints generate 1 crate. So if you only have 1 hardpoint down, you're not going to get anything. You need at least 2 down to generate 1 crate. Does that make sense? It's a little bit confusing there, because it seems if I've understood that correctly, that's what I'm thinking it means, but it's not. Sounds like 2 min 30 seconds recharge. Yeah, it's kind of confusing. English motherfucker, do you speak it? Number of crates is based on the number of active hardpoints owned to a maximum of 4. Yeah. It should just be like... Yeah, they probably could have worded this a little bit better, I think. Right? Does anybody else agree that this comes off as confusing? About how you get these crates? Medical, so you get medical ones, heals nearby infantry and vehicles. Ooh, for 75 seconds. Munitions grants 20 munitions and gives 20% attack speed for 75 seconds. That's pretty sick. And here it just says 2 out of 4 charges remaining. How do you generate charges? The charges equal... Yeah, I'm not sure about what the charge system means. Each charge means how many crates you're going to get. So here, on the mini-map, on the left-hand side, guys, we can see he's got 2 hardpoints, right? Therefore, we get 2 charges because we have 2 down. So if we only had the 1 down, we wouldn't be getting anything. We would need 2. Now that we have 2, every 150 seconds, 2 crates will spawn. But at which hardpoint? Will deploy around the designated hard. Okay, so I guess you have to designate one of them to be the main one? I think. If I got that right. Okay, let's just have a listen. He might explain it a bit better here, the dev.
150 seconds, you'll get crates on your designated hardpoint based on the number of hardpoints you have. And it's a random number of crates. You can either get healing or munition crates, but they're all quite useful because the healing crates you can carry with you into combat. The healing will stop.
So he just said it's a random number of crates. When it specifically here says number of crates is based on the number of active hardpoints. So that's not... Maybe he meant to say the type of crate you get is random, but not the number. The number is always dictated by how many hardpoints you have. I think he misspoke then, right?
But, if you back away, you'll heal, and the munitions... crate is obviously, you get, resources from it, and your unit also will fight better when affected by...
Okay, so he's got 3 out of 4 charges now.
By the munition crate.
Okay, but these crates, they can be claimed by anyone, right? I imagine they're just on the ground like any other crate, right?
Funny you should mention that.
Yeah, we had a lot of discussion about that. So as long as the hard point is alive, you can't steal the crates as the enemy, but
you can't steal the crates.
If you own the hard point, you or your allies can pick up the crates without
allies can pick it up. Okay, so I feel like there should be some risk to this. Like if you're being aggressive, having a forward point like this, like I feel like enemies should be able to steal this stuff because it's supplies on the ground. Like, in real life, if there were supplies on the ground, there wouldn't be a magical force field around it, which people couldn't, pick it up, right? So I definitely feel like these crates should be able to be stolen by enemy players, because and also because, like I say, you need some kind of high risk, high reward. If you push it forward, you'll be able to benefit a lot, but you've also got the risk of someone maybe coming in and stealing it if you can't control that point.
Being locked out.
Okay. I think maybe I'm thinking back to an earlier version where...
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there was a lot of people... you would have a back in those days, you had a vehicle running around the backside, stealing all the crates from the enemy.
Okay, so at least they're safe as long as your hard point is up.
So 3 hard points up now.
Yeah, so it really incentivizes you to destroy the hard points before you can push further.
Yeah, and it's strategically interesting because you saw Jason sort of built 2 at the same time there. It's kind of better to build 1 earlier if you can, but you have to use one of your units to go back and build it, right? So figuring out like the timing of like when during the battle do I want to do this, and right now there's a really big battle, so you don't want to be building a hard point right now, right?
Oh, it looks like the 250 one. Can you check the Humber? I think it fired its missile when we looked away.
Yeah.
Or a rocket. Oh.
Yeah, they do have the tulips.
They have the tulips, yeah. I don't know.
I assume he fired then at the 250, which is why it exploded. So yeah, it gives the Humber, Stuart, and the Fireflies a really good burst of damage.
Yeah, a nice punch.
So he was saying that you should build the point early, but why should you? He didn't explain why you should build it early.
So, and yeah, tulips are a bit interesting. They're expensive to purchase, but once you have the rocket launcher, you can keep using the ability for the rest of the game without cost. It just has a very long recharge.
Okay, so that point over here is the
and
designate
you're paying like
button.
70 munitions up front to unlock
Yeah,
it as well.
Farage's going to give up his infantry power.
Yeah.
Though, looks like Jason's also doing the same. He has 3 hard points online, and hard points are a munition item, so they will compete with your infantry for.
You want hard points early to
sort of
maximize the crate drops up to 4.
Future, right?
Yeah, I get that, but
it's going to start generating you those crates, which will give you munitions back as well as the healing.
how much does it cost to build a hard point?
Well, the map is split in a very interesting way here, right? It's sort of like a weird diagonal across, right?
So it looks like the 8 red is coming out for Jason, so that will be entering the field soon to somewhat counter the Humber, though the Humber can also spike the 8 red with the tulip. Probably not enough to win the engagement still 1-on-1, but it will just keep you guessing.
I wonder where he's going with this 8 red, because there's a big army in the middle, and he's like doing a flank around the side, but I don't see anything there.
A rally point, maybe?
And there's nothing you can't capture right now. He doesn't have that unlocked where he can capture with his vehicles, so it's interesting. Oh yeah, so he's got the, you can see that little buff above the 250, so he's picked up one of the crates that give him the attack speed bonus, so he's able to... Like, this is going to be a winning engagement for him, basically, being able to get that extra buff there.
Well, maybe not in this case. He is fighting against the Tommies in heavy cover, but here's the 8 red. Immediately forces
yeah. You don't want to fight that 8 rad because it's gonna like bleed you to death. You're gonna start
even if you're
men.
not getting the best benefit from that crate, though, you are getting munitions. Like Jason's munition, or wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong one.
Did it rocket?
Well, Jason still has a very good.
Ooh, he's gotta be careful with that 250. If the Humber uses its tulip, it's gonna blow him up. Okay, he popped it out. He's getting some healing on the 250, looks like.
Oh, 8 red is advancing up.
Yeah, there's... The only thing that challenges the 8 red right now is this AT gun, which is about to set up. Watch
the Humber
out!
Might be able to spike it, or actually,
he got the tulip off too.
He could have chased there, but he's not going to. It looks like he's trying to keep it.
It's about 20-30% there. Not a huge amount, but I guess it's, you know, that extra bit of DPS is quite nice, though.
Kind of prepared.
Oh! They hit a mine.
Didn't anticipate that landmine, did he?
So something that I also didn't.
Of Krieg's Marine to keep your vehicle force operational.
Right.
Yeah,
you will need
you
will need to mix in units like Panzer Pioneers or rely more on the crates to do your repair that arrive from the hard point. As so you're not going to be able
it's
to.
It's free, 2 hands, one-time upgrade purchase. What is free?
42, but they also have an STG package.
What are you referring to there?
E-assault rifles. They start with 1.
Looks like the Kriegsmarine can upgrade to STGs as well, which is quite nice.
Ranges. Yeah, they can be configured for both long range and assault roles. Their biggest weakness will always remain their 4-man squad throughout the game, however.
What's your... Oh, he's got the... he picked up one of the attack speed crates on this 8 rad, which is... Yeah. That's...
I'm kind of curious, actually, guys. You could have, like, the 8 rad with its command... in command mode, which buffs up, I think, attack speed as well, and then a crate, grab a crate as well. How much, like, extra firepower could you potentially get out of, like, combining multiple abilities like that?
Covering, and it's hitting hard. Wow. He's got to back off, and like you're saying, it's going to be harder to repair that 8 rad now.
So it looks like Farage is also... He's investing a lot into his infantry, so... Oh, he's gone 4 Tommies. I'm not sure if we will see the Lancers, but he's gone Panzerbane rockets as well, so... This increases the rate, and a little bit of a tooltip error there, but increases the range of the tulip rocket. So tulips themselves start fairly.
Oh, so it increases the range as well. Okay, that's cool. Increases range by 40 and reduces the armor of the target by 1.5%. Does that stack? So if you, let's say over the course of a long match, you keep tulip rocking something with Panzer Bane rockets, it'll keep lowering and lowering and lowering and lowering it. So it potentially could have no armor. Only 1.5, so you need to do a lot. But, you know, maybe, I mean, with the amount of potential tulip rockets you have with other vehicles and stuff, you could really, you know, 3 or 4 rockets from coming in could do a nasty amount. The Firefly's tulip rockets have, you know, they have 2, right? So then that will be 3% if it hits, if I've got that correct.
Fairly short range, so you have to actually get close to use them. Where Panzer Bane rockets, as one of the options you can pick, improves your tulips. That also allows your tulips to debuff enemy armor as well. So it allows tulips to scale better into the late game as a support weapon and not just a weapon made to kill the enemy.
And your other choice there is going for the land mattress, which is also a devastating unit. And in fact, so it's doing an artillery barrage.
Okay, listen here. Must use a barrage ability to attack. Barrages fire a large number of rockets with a wide scatter, good for area denial, long barrage range. Increase damage against units with equal or higher veterancy levels or marked by strategic targets. Wait, that I thought that only applied to the Lancers, the Polish Lancers, but this, it says maybe this is a mistake because they've not mentioned this. I think, yeah, that's got to be a mistake because that hasn't been mentioned. Really? The land mattress does more damage against people with more veterancy?
Right, so it fires really long range, and it's a team weapon, right? So it's fairly mobile. But that also means the enemy can take your land mattress if they're able to kill it. So we've seen some really exciting back and forth land mattress heists where someone tries to run in really quick and yoink it and bring it back to their base, and then they've got the land mattress, and then they're fighting the other guy, and then he's trying to kill it and take the land mattress back. So it's created some really fun
Looks like Jason's
gameplay.
already maxed out his entire right tree. It looks like, because the deck.
Do I see the sentence? Honestly, I'm pretty sure that, you know, that is wrong. And for some reason, Relic never proofread their shit, and it really annoys me. It's like, you know, if you want to try and, you know, claw back a reputation of being one of the best RTS guys out there, please at least proofread your stuff and make sure everything is as you say it's supposed to be, right? It seems like, you know, that whoever did that was lazy and just copied the same freaking stuff line from the Polish Guard one, or the Polish Lancers.
Hard points in the supply interdiction. So supply interdiction allows him to essentially just get a crate for whenever he decaps a point, and that.
Well, this is something for the Kriegsmarine. Each time a unit decaptures an enemy territory, an additional resupply crate is deployed at the designated hardpoint. Crates will spawn near the capture point if no hardpoint is present. Oh. Guess you kind of always want the hard points down anyway, so I can see, like, you know, not having the hard points could be beneficial if you want to be able to get a healing right then and there on the point you've just capped. But you kind of generally always want to be using these hard points because you're getting lots of free munitions constantly throughout the game, which is really nice. All resupply crates are also upgraded. Munitions increase duration by 45 seconds. Increased duration? So I guess, yeah, when you pick up the munitions kits, you get munitions, and then you also increase your fire rate, so that's increasing the fire rate by another 45 seconds, which is pretty cool. Immediately heals a squad that picks up the crate. Infantry squad members heal 15 health, and then vehicles 80. That's pretty cool, like a straight instant heal. Okay.
Crate will go back to your designated hard point, or if you don't have any hard points, it'll spawn on the point. So you still get something if you're like if you're playing this battle group.
Oh, there they are. They just came in. So he's got medical crates there. It looks like he had 2 medical crates and then one of the attack speed crates.
Oh, yeah, and that improves all your crates.
Grenade
assault. As you saw there, the Kriegsmarine who pick up the crates get a free grenade ability.
Oh, he's pushing hard here.
You get a random grenade, as you saw one of the Kriegsmarine get a rifle grenade from the crate.
Yeah, and he's got all his units are pretty well healed up here because he took the healing crate and he's got attack speed, so...
Yep,
but there's an bombardment coming in. Okay, I think he's pretty safe here.
Wish they would click on the clearing screen so we can see what
in
that
the sense
rifle
that it's
grenade.
an
You said they get a
AoE,
rifle
so you only
grenade.
need to
It's
grab
like an
one
Yeah.
old school
Yeah.
grenadier
for
rifle
your
grenade that
units,
they now
and
have access
once
to.
Again, they will keep healing, so as long as they're out of combat, so you can do some things where you attack a little bit in with vehicles or more durable units, then back out if you have the opportunity.
You get a little chip damage in there, and then
I want to pay attention
heal
to
it, and
these
then you can
guys.
go right back in, right?
And then we have the improved hard point, so this just increases the health of your hard point.
Increases the health of all resource caches and hard points by 120. And resource caches, that's cool. It allows the hard points to be upgraded, so they get straight up health increase as soon as you tech it, but then you can also upgrade it so they can actually defend themselves with a little
It
flat
allows you
gun.
to upgrade flat guns onto the hard points to allow them to essentially defend the territory against infantry and light vehicles.
And when you say just flat guns, you mean, oh my god, flat guns, because these things do so much.
Oh, hang on, I wanted to see that. I just missed that. Was it? Timestamp right now is... Just go back slightly.
Vehicles.
And when you say just flat guns, you mean, oh my god, flat guns, because these things
Looks like you can upgrade it as a forward retreat point. Resource caching upgrades the hard point to act as a resource cache, granting additional fuel, manpower, or munitions depending on the point it is built on. Small fuel and munitions point increased by 3. Medium high fuel increased by 50%. Strategic points increased by 20. Wait, so you get more manpower income as well? Yeah, by the looks of it, that's pretty insane. That's huge. I don't think we've ever had like being able to upgrade a strategic point and actually increase your manpower income, but it's always just been munitions or fuel. So that's pretty goddamn good. And if you can build as many of these as you want, I don't know if you're hard capped to just 4, but if you spam these, you could get some real good income.
do so much damage. If you are
Yeah, 4 retreat point, and it also gives it plus 120 health. But are these exclusive? So if you pick the retreat point, can't you upgrade the others? Maybe that's it.
an infantry unit around this thing, you get shredded. It is crazy.
Yep, you can see our guys just man the gun on the tower. They're just waiting for whatever comes into range.
And you'll notice there's also a lot of other upgrades as well that you can get here, right? So you can kind of do everything you could with a normal point or like a cache.
And then you can upgrade it to reinforce as well. It does not provide healing, but you get the healing through the medical points.
Right,
That's pretty
They can
cool.
act as retreat points, they can act as resource caches, and they can also act as forward reinforcement. Of course, getting all the upgrades for one is very expensive.
Yeah, you got to sink a lot of money into that, but it also helps you out like quite a bit, and that can be the point where you can actually change where the crates drop, right? So you can, you can be dropping it in your back line, and then you start pushing up, you kind of have the advantage. You can have the crates drop a bit more forward so that your units don't have to run back and reinforce so far. So is this the same Humber we have
Yep,
rolling
it's
in
that
here
too.
from before?
It's roaming around.
He's doing a good job of keeping that thing alive.
Yep, just constantly going back and forth. I don't think Fairgy can.
I think
push
it
into
might
the
just be
hard
for
point
you.
zone.
Yeah, that's a
Pretty
good
well
point. Actually,
defended.
Sloth is asking, is
Where,
the increased resources just for you or not?
Oh my god!
One good
Ran into
shot
a
from
martyr.
Marv took care of
Yeah.
it.
Okay, so bear in mind, this guy, Farag, Berigi, as he's probably supposed to be pronounced his name, he has the upgraded version of those tulip rockets, and it only did 30%, 40% damage to that Marder. Looks like it provided a debuff as well. I think it's reducing the armor a little bit, but to only do that much damage, and the other option's the land mattress, I think I'm going to be picking the land mattress just
That
based
will
on
do
that
it.
damage alone there.
I see he's got the attack speed bonus on his infantry there, so the AT rifles were able to kind of punch through with the Martyr. And it looked like they were stealth too, so they
I
kind
wonder
of
where he
showed
was
up.
going
and-
with that Humber though. I wonder what was going on that wide flank.
Yeah, maybe, I'm wondering if he's trying to scout some of the hard points.
Just a range. Is that it? Okay,
Yeah,
well, that's
like
not
four,
really
right?
worth
You
it
have to
then,
max
to
it
be
out.
honest. I'd much rather the.
4 crates per drop.
I think most of us would probably rather
Like,
land
I'm getting
matches,
a lot
right?
of
Yeah, it's a
Great, so
pretty
far,
nice
stay
amount of
alive.
extra resources, yeah. And he's
Yeah, it's
he's
blast,
like
a
keeping
bit more
these
blast
going
damage.
like the whole time, right? Like, every time I look at his army, he's got the healing
Fairgy
and
has
stuff on him.
unlocked decapitation strike. I'm not sure how useful it'll be with all the AA guns from the hard point, but we will see when he gets to launch them.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive too, right? I think it's
And
like
he's unlocked
maybe...
vengeance. Oh, and here's the Matilda.
Uh-oh.
Let's see if he's going to use it here.
There's no answer to this Matilda right now, I don't think.
Don't believe there's the Martyr. He still has the Martyr in the area.
Yeah,
so as
okay.
long as he
The
keeps
Matildas
it-
are slow too, right?
Yep.
So the Martyr should be able to kind of like keep it at bay, right?
I want to see this
there
rifle
is the
grenade
AT
go
gun
off.
supporting, so as long as he can.
Because it
protect
says
the
it looks like
AT
he's got an
gun,
ability. Yeah, it looks like
should
he's
be
got
able to
this
keep the
grenade
Martyr
ability
down.
still
I'm
ready on
surprised
this
he's not
thing.
pinching up a bit
Does
more
the
with Martyr
allied
to get
players
some-
see this
some
symbol?
damage in on that
I
thing.
imagine they do.
But it looks like he's setting up a
Running
flank
in
attack
range,
here.
though.
Oh, there we go. Oh, and he's got a yeah, he's
AT
got
rifles on the
got the
flank.
AT
Oh.
rifles. Yeah.
Okay, we just did we see something go in there?
that's-
Panzerfaust or something?
The attack speed of those
Sure.
AT rifles actually did a lot to the Matilda, especially since he got the
Side
flank.
arm?
Yeah, he's getting these side hits in. That's,
Yeah,
that's
he's
really
the
huge.
yeah.
Okay, now
that's
he's
good point there.
rotated
Their
his tank
attack speed
around
is
to
quite substantial
deflect
there on
these side
those
hits.
Jaegers.
And it looks like he's safe.
Not much
now, he's
damage,
going
but,
back
Looks
to
like we
the-
got
adds
some
up.
capping on the left side happening as well. Looks like Faraday starting to lose that southern.
There's a
portion of
choice
the map.
between the
Well, at least
M1A2
the
Abrams and a
flank
land
is there
mattress.
to,
Hans would pick the land
cap
mattress.
up.
Yeah, I think it looks like those
You know me too well.
engineers are doing a pretty good job of pushing back though.
So, yep, we do have Vengeance and Decapitation Strike ready to go for there's a grenade.
Oh, he escapes just in time.
And, oh yeah, Lancers.
Does he have
just
any
got unlocked.
Lancers?
They're unlocked,
yet?
but I don't think he has the resources.
They're expensive, right? They're quite a bit of money, but they seem more than worth it to me.
So
Like,
Lancers are essentially a glass cannon unit. They work
Yeah, he went for the vengeance. He didn't go for the other ability, sadly, in this. Unless they play another game here and he chooses the opposite ability.
well when they're screened by other
That's what I
units,
wanted
'cause
to
they do
see.
a lot of
uh-oh,
anti-light
hey, Brad, get out of there! Get out of there!
against
There's an AP
infantry
gun.
and vehicles, but we'll see if we get them on the field.
Yeah, it's a really powerful, flexible infantry unit. It's really fun to use them.
Oh, we got the flares going down from Kriegsmarine, the SLD flares. So it's essentially like a carpet barrage of flares that gives them sight of the region. So
It gives you a lot of sight. Like you can
Fires 3 staggered recon flares in a directional line, providing vision and revealing camouflage units as well across a wide area. Nice. So a good kind of like, yeah, it looks like you possibly won't need vision to drop this. You could just drop this anywhere for vision, which if that is the case, which I think it is incredibly strong. Because then you could drop this in, and then that provides vision, so you don't got to worry about like a recon plane being shot down. This just gives you that vision. Doesn't say you need to do it over the front line either. So yeah, you could just drop this anywhere on the map, get vision, your teammate can then drop a V1 in to kill whatever they want to kill, maybe. That's pretty crazy.
You can see like quite a huge area with that the Starburst
and
flare
it's
center.
like it's very useful for DAC, as DAC doesn't really have any like battle group reconnaissance from them.
Yeah.
Or a
Like, you don't
glide
get
bomb?
really
Yeah,
recon
we haven't
planes,
seen it
you
yet. I'm
don't
kind of
get
curious what the glide bomb is all
any
about.
major scan abilities.
You can
outside
spot
of
for yourself.
protection, which
Yeah,
is not
you
the
don't start
same.
with a scout that gets recon. flares
Similar to
unlocked,
how the
right?
British
So-
commander
it's very
can
useful
do
for
recon
that to,
planes and then do their strafing run
recon
themselves
the
as well.
area,
But the
especially
planes can't
since
be
this
shot
battle
down.
group is based on
The
a lot
flares
of
can't be
off-map
shot down. They're
strikes in that
uncountable, so I'd say
particular
the flares are
side
stronger
of the
here.
Flares can be useful to spot the enemy.
like a 1-2 combo to then like if there's some AT guns.
You need a lot of munitions, but this commander specifically, guys, is ramping up your munitions income a lot with all these munitions crates that you'll be getting. So I don't think munitions will be such a big deal.
Right. You just don't even have to like take the risk of scouting them.
It looks like that squad is upgraded with their MG42, so they'll do a lot of damage, and the Martyrs are moving in to push back the Matilda. Got 2 Martyrs now. I'm not sure if Verity has enough. And it looks like he just lost one of his anti-tank
I was gonna
guns.
say he was it was pretty confident attack there. He was kind of outnumbered, but because he had the healing crate and the attack speed crate, he was able to like stay in there for a pretty long time and do some good damage. There's a pretty good battle here happening over the BP, huh?
Yep.
And one of the AT guns has been decrewed. So
Yeah, I hope he picks that up, because I guess Jason could move and try to snipe it with his Martyrs. but
Uh-oh,
he's
run
not.
away, run away! Oh, look at its health! Oh god!
And Matilda's still taking pot shots from distance, but looks like Decapitation Strike's on, so Decapitation Strike is interesting in the sense that when you activate the ability, you get 3 charges to allow essentially 3 different airstrikes with tulip rockets. You can see that he has
That was
2
just the
loaded up in
one?
the bar, but I don't think he's going to actually be able to use those 2 in time, so...
Oh yeah, it's
a
up
little bit
right
of a
over
waste
here.
of resources
Yeah, you
there to
have.
not spend them
Do you want to
all.
flip over to the other perspective real quick there, John?
So,
Yeah, okay, so you can see the Decapitation Strike is now on its normal cooldown, but the way it works is you click it and that like activates Decapitation Strike mode. and then you have 30 seconds to cast your decapitation strikes, and you can target up to 3 different areas. So you can do,
regardless of
all
how far
them in
away.
the same area if you want to do like just max damage and try to like blow up a really big tank, or you can kind of like spread it out. You can do like one on the left side if you're doing like a team game. You can help your allies out in the other lanes as well. So it's a really flexible, cool ability. And
That's
we've
really
never
good.
done anything like this with the multi-targeting. So
yeah,
really
I think
excited to
that's
have
very
people go
strong.
in there and try it out.
Being able to
It's
be
a
able
lot
to
of
because
fun.
then you could like target
it.
it.
Anywhere on the map.
Like where the
It doesn't
tank
need to be
currently
used in a
is, if you're trying to kill a king
particular
tiger,
zone.
where it might
So
go,
it is
so you
really
can drop
flexible
it
in that
further
sense, and the
behind it or
rockets
drop it to
themselves
the
are
left,
quite
so you can
good.
get better
They
coverage,
deal
more likely to get a
decent
kill.
splash damage to all targets, so everyone's got to avoid it. I think we're gonna lose another AT gun. That's not good. So how to recruit the other
He
one?
doesn't really need them because there's only martyrs.
Definitely feels
No,
like
you
this
absolutely-
new Kriegsmarine
given the
command is
force
very
composition,
strong.
He has what, a Crusader and a Matilda. I don't think that's going to be enough to punch through, especially without the AT guns, because he kind of needs them to force back the martyrs to snipe back at them, or the martyrs will just keep distance from his Matilda.
Yeah, now that the AT guns are down, right, he was able to push into that Matilda and get a ton of extra damage off. It's like almost dead, right?
I think thing Verji's having an issue with is his infantry are not upgraded. He doesn't have his Bren guns. Oh, well, we got
Martyr
this
sounds
ability.
good.
No man
Yeah, I
left
was just
behind.
thinking the hits from the
love
Martyr
it.
sound quite.
So essentially,
punchy.
how this ability works is
that a new sound?
So when your units
Yeah, the
take
attack
casualties,
speed
you'll know,
speed
like,
buff
you know,
on
how
those
the
Martyrs
medics
is
go
pretty
to
damn
pick
good
up
as well.
down models. The British squads can do this on their own.
Might mean that actually
They'll
going Martyrs versus Crusader spam might actually be viable because normally Crusader
and that will have the
get
member
past
back to
the Martyr,
squad,
right?
Squad's been depleted, or
Martyr
will
shoots
give
it
you
once,
30
then
manpower
the
to
Crusader's
squads
behind it.
at
But with
max.
attack speed
As you
buff,
can
maybe
see
the
the
Martyr
casualty
might actually
decorators on the
be able
ground
to
in
kill
central
the
VP.
Crusader before it can get
What
behind
is
it.
Tommy's doing? I guess they're trying to get flank shots off.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna do too well against that 8 rad, but it looks like
decent grenade.
is there some AT coming up? Is that a Crusader?
Yep. That
Okay,
is
but he's got the
Crusader.
martyr back, so it looks like the 8 rad is able to
Yeah, I've
push
just
off
he's built.
those
He's gone. This is the 5th hard point he's built, so it looks like he can just keep building these.
And has Fergie recruited? He has recruited one of his AT guns.
I don't
which
think
is,
he needs another one
Yeah.
or some sort of additional vehicle to support.
yeah, he's already
much
trying to
armor.
he's trying to run away with his AT gun, but it's just a little too slow, right?
So
Oh,
it seems like the hard points give the Africa Corps player pretty good like map presence and like a really great defensive presence as well, because they can just sort of
Absolutely.
sustain that front line. So as the British player, what's sort of like the thought process in terms of like how do I actually dislodge these hard points and start to push back?
yeah.
Good attacks by Kriegsmen get away with
So,
spamming
as
hard
a
points.
building,
Loiters,
right,
bait.
it's a
Yeah, the amount
mobile,
of
and so anything
flaks
you
are
can
over the
do,
place is
like a
pretty strong.
barrage, for
Do the
example,
flak
is
guns
you're just
upgrade
gonna whale
cost
it with,
command
like,
point?
off-maps
Not
and-
command
and
points. Cost
barrage, so if you have,
population
like, a
cap.
bishop, that's really good. And even AT guns, because they have such a long range, you can just kind of hammer on the building and it won't be able to like, do anything.
Kriegsmen can also build cover.
Well, the buildings are like really nice against infantry. There's a lot of like later game units that will be able to like take them out like quite efficiently. So you do have to like kind of take care of your things. You can't just set
We
it and
got
forget it
Vengeance on
forever.
Crusader, so you're going to see how that bar gets spiked for Vengeance. So Vengeance.
Yeah, that
is an
Crusader
attack
rapid.
speed
Yeah, that
boost,
was
but
some decent
also
rapid
when
fire
you
then
get
on that.
kills while unit is under the effects of Vengeance, that you can increase.
Oh, so
the
there we go.
timer for
That's
pretty
my. The question I had earlier has been answered. So every infantry it increases the time by 10 seconds, but if it kills a vehicle, it goes another 30 seconds. That's pretty cool. Especially, really more so if it gets fighting against DAC, because DAC's gonna have more light vehicles generally than Wehrmacht. But yeah, it's still quite cool there. So you get 25% attack speed buff. I'm also
Much
in
as
conjunction with like a
infinite
Stuart
can,
and the command mode on
killing
the
things
Stuart
with
as
the
well.
Yeah, we had a game today where the guy had Vengeance up for over 3 minutes, so it had been so long he had time to recast Vengeance, so then like both of his tanks had Vengeance on at the same time. So if you can like keep snowballing it and keep applying pressure and getting kills off, then you can just roll Vengeance over and over and over again. Ha! Look at that guy flying in the air. I love the physics engine, man.
I think we're maxed out on both sides of the no, has Jason maxed out his left tree?
Let's take a look.
I think they're pretty.
No, he
Pretty
can
deep
max
in,
out, so
yeah.
he can either go for naval or
Naval intervention fires a heavy naval artillery shells at the target area, followed by a smoke barrage that blocks vision. Massive blast radius, extremely effective against stage 3 targets. Okay, so this would be a good thing to do Yeah, if you're trying to fight against any kind of SimCity or you know, clear an area kind of thing. But I want to see what the glide bomb looks.
Prevention, which is essentially a heavy artillery barrage with smoke at the end, or you can have the cornerstone ability.
Okay, the Fritz X guided bomb fires a remote controlled Fritz X glide bomb at the target position, wide blast radius, and is effective against all targets. The Fritz X target position could be adjusted while it is in flight, but the target reticule is visible to enemies. Wow. Yeah, it will be selectable. Yeah, so you can actually micro it once it's called. That's brand new.
First ability, an off map that moves on the map. So when you launch it, there's several seconds before it comes in, and during that time, you're able to adjust the bomb, essentially until like the very end, and allowing you to guide it on the targets. So it's like tanks or moving.
I really hope we get to see it in this demo because I really want to see how powerful it is.
So they can dodge it as well.
Right, and you just select the
glide bombs. Surely would be faster maybe than the vehicles can get away from it. No,
any other unit, and you can just issue like a move command essentially, right?
Yep. Yeah, and once you launch the Fritz, you'll automatically control the Fritz immediately. Right. So any selection switches to the Fritz, so you can guide it.
Right. Okay.
So it in addition to the decapitation strike, we've added these two sort of new targeting methods. Uh-oh, big fight here.
Oh, that we might lose.
Here come
Crusader.
the martyrs. Oh no.
Yeah, looks like Fergie was chasing that Kriegsmariner squad, but it's gonna cost.
Oh, that was painful. Yeah, Jason's doing a really good job of getting those attack speed buffs on his units and really being able to push and punish the enemy with them. The Crusaders are fast though, so he's able to get the second one out, but
unfortunately,
that was
we won't
painful.
see the Firefly in this game. Might have been a very good pick for dealing with all this Deutsche Africa core armor, because the Firefly just does a lot of damage, and it's for a tank destroyer, it's fairly durable because it's based on the Sherman chassis.
I just saw it said red phosphorus grenade there, actually. Look, if we go back slightly before they picked it up.
Destroyer.
Yeah, look, grenade assault and red phosphorus grenades. So it looks like they get completely random assortment of grenades, which is cool. But, yeah, RNG again about what are you going to get? Because there's the same two squads, and they picked up completely different grenade. Kind of cool, but yeah, it's RNG, which is interesting, but
yeah, it's beefy, it's got long range, yeah.
And the downside to any allied players, they don't know what extra grenade that this person has got. The Axis player knows, but it's at the disadvantage to the allied player because they don't know what these guys are capable of.
It's just like a pretty powerful unit overall.
No, Matilda's getting some pretty good hits. You can see the forward hardpoint dropping more crates down there.
Yeah, so we'll see this, how well, it's attacking the infantry, and he's immediately backing up with the infantry because they cannot deal with that. But that tank is gonna not care about the
we got vengeance on the Matilda as well.
Oh boy.
It is petting a little bit on the frontal armor of that Matilda, but not much.
Oh no.
Oh, savage. Another AA guns
we got the hard point by a bit late, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's sacrificed
the martyr also got killed. Oh, Crusaders.
Oh my god. Look at this flank attack.
Gets one martyr, and he's got vengeance on one the other Crusader, so he's rapid firing.
Looking kind of good. I think he's going to get the P.
But there's so much.
Yeah, he got the P3 too.
Got it.
Oh my god.
But
I think he's getting stuck on all the
amount of flax, though, are chipping into that.
I think he's going to lose it to the flak.
No. Just stay in the corner. You'll be fine. Get out of there.
Keep driving.
Wow, there's got a lot of damage from the extra flax, though.
No.
There's some quite incredible range that those flak guns have got, though. Pretty good range.
Oh my god,
corrosive charge, indeed, yeah.
Yeah, so he did lose one of the AA guns, but, I mean, he killed all of the enemy tanks, so that was 100% worth it.
Crazy coverage from all of those. They literally, cover each other with all those flak guns as well.
But I don't think this is going to work for him.
Another Panzer III has also arrived, so his flank is pretty open. Got a snare off, but he'll need another thing. He needs something to help get his AT gun back to base. Can't afford to lose this one. He's got another AT gun.
This is not looking good for Fergie. That was his only thing that could fight tanks right now. He's rebuilding another AT gun, but like I think you in this case you. So yeah.
Let's try and fast forward now. Okay, he has the glide bomb now. I want to see if he uses it or not.
Prime target AT gun.
One near the VP.
That VP, right?
Crusaders are going to be moving left side.
Remove a couple hard points from your enemy. That's like so many resources
they're not cheap,
they've just wasted, right?
Yeah, 100%.
It was 200
So,
munitions
I
to
think
use it,
that
right?
Jason was kind of thinking maybe that 88 was going to defend the
Well,
hard point. 'cause, like, he had to
so
put kind
far
of
it seems
behind
like these
whereas
hard points
I
and the
think his
constant
original plan
munitions
was
they
to
keep
put it in front,
dropping.
and then that
And then you can
bombardment
also
team
upgrade
pushed
to
him
increase your
back, so
manpower income as
that
well,
was
was pretty good.
That's a play by Faragi. Oh no, Tommies, run!
Can you make it?
Oh, he's gonna make it! He's
Just
gonna
barely.
make it!
I wonder.
There's a lot of retreats.
Can you swap to Faragi's view? I wonder if he's going to use No Man Left Behind up in the north for any of those down models or.
Oh yeah, he might be able to pick some up.
North. Yep, there he is. He's recovering.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you'll see
nice.
that he will get
30 manpower. Is that per model?
Yeah, nice.
So it helps recuperate some of his losses in
Yeah.
late game where he's just taking a lot.
Is that regardless of the model that you get? So, I think that was an infantry section, right? So we saw an infantry section just retreat through this area. It was the sapper squad that picked the dude up. So it looks like you can pick up down guys with different squads, even if they don't belong to the same squad. But if you do that, you'll get a manpower income. You got 30 manpower back. Is that 30 manpower per any kind of casualty? Because I'm thinking because some units don't cost 30 manpower to reinforce. So you might be able to exploit this and just down your own units and recover them back and reinforce and get a bit of manpower back, you know, kind of cheat the system a bit. But I guess sometimes when people die, they don't become a casualty, so it still probably wouldn't work out.
That No Man Left Behind.
Oh, here's the Fritz.
Uh-oh.
He's guiding it back.
Right, here's the Fritz. This is the thing I wanted to see. Right, okay. I wish they would switch to the Axis perspective for this, but let's watch this.
Oh, that is a good spot. Oh, yeah.
He'll get a stationary one, but yeah, you got to see a little bit of the moving reticule.
It didn't move that
Oh,
much.
Trying to push.
That it?
Which makes that No Man Left
How
Behind.
far
I
can
mean,
it move?
Uh-oh.
He's guiding it back onto the
that
AT
is
gun.
a good spot. Oh, yeah.
He'll get a
It does appear that maybe the last couple of seconds, it's locked into the location, so you can move it for a little bit, and that's it.
stationary one, but yeah, you got to see out where.
Let's try and fast forward to the next time.
It always hurts when you lose to your own units, you know. Really hard. Oh yeah.
His munitions.
Yep,
You can see
yep.
how many munitions he's had.
Yeah, he's got a lot of munitions right now.
Looks like we got a flank coming in. With
And he's been able to
Panther 3s.
drop multiple Fritz X's because of the munitions. Oh, surprise!
Assault disembark.
Yeah, the improvements we made to tank riding are definitely noticeable in this patch because you can, you know, really get your guys on and off super quickly now. Okay, so
We did
Panzer
miss
III
Jason's P3 getting killed though.
Uh-oh. But he did kill an infantry section, and he's gonna kill this AT gun as well.
Might get it, probably.
So it looks
Yeah.
like,
It's
yep.
one shot on the Crusader.
Oh, and he got that AT gun as
He
well.
cruised out the assault grenadiers.
So there's no...
Another Fritz
There's
bomb
really nothing
again.
that can challenge this Crusader
No,
anymore.
he's backing away because the Tommies still have their snares, so Faragi might be able to reclaim his.
Fucking good,
Doesn't have
actually.
manpower.
Just
moved it all
looking
the
to
way
see
the
when he
battlefield,
utilizes
so now
it.
I have to fight it because the enemy moved it all the way to the battlefield.
3. For Polish as fair.
So it looks like the crates will just keep piling up as well, even if you don't grab them. Because we look here,
His recovery up because
he's got tons of crates
he's
around
kind
in
of
one
manpower
area.
restricted on how
Oh,
many tanks,
big decapitation
just
strike
dropping it
coming
all
here.
in one-
Oh,
oh,
man. Woo.
One plane got shot
That was a lot
down.
of damage.
I
88.
don't think he managed to get the 88. I'm not
The
sure.
88's still live.
I think he shot down one of the planes on the
Yep.
way, so it might
Yeah,
have
one of the planes
not
went down.
dropped off.
Okay, that was a big save there.
Trying to make a big push into center.
Now is the time to do it because
So
he's
one
got...
tank is disabled. AT gun behind AT gun.
He's got more tanks.
There's the
But
Fritz
Fritz
bomb.
on the retreat. Oh, this might get.
Oh, is this gonna
both
kill? Oh, move the Fritz! Move the Fritz! No, don't stay there! No! God.
We lose a tank to the AT grenades. Assault grenadiers are coming around the corner though.
Realize it. It doesn't.
Crusader
Unfortunately,
is on-
the
is on
player in
prowl.
question is not utilizing the Fritz
Yep, I
very
think
well,
he's
or
basically broken
demonstrating it
away.
very well in this
I think
video.
this
Push
Crusader
here.
got more value from Jason than as from Farragut.
He helped the enemy by building it.
Don't know, any other time he uses it, or is that? It looks like it's near the end of the game.
Entire game. Smashed to get there. Apparently, though, we have. But I think the stone pillar in the center is blocking.
Yeah, I'm also
Oh,
disappointed that
wow.
this Brit player, Ferragi, he should be showcasing the freaking Polish guys, and he's not. The whole point of this is to showcase the new stuff, and he didn't showcase the Polish sections at all throughout the entire game. I don't know
Oh,
why.
That's really helping out.
You don't have vision.
Yeah, and also he didn't get the
Just shoot
Firefly either.
weapons. So Fergie has to take it.
Well,
on
I guess
CP.
you can't
get the
really choose the
center
Firefly if he's gone
one.
for the
I mean, I wonder if he
rockets.
should like flank around the side
He's
and try
never
to take
really
that
pressured
one.
that one on the
Yeah,
side. Like
right?
as I said, like a Crusader or like
Yeah.
a Grant could just roll the
Totally.
hard point over, and then someone can go capture.
GG, two. Yeah, he's not gonna be able to take it back in time.
We got vengeance on the Grant. But
Oh
that's not gonna save
no,
it.
the Grand's dead to the 88.
Oh,
Defeat.
Well, okay, so yeah, I definitely wanted to see more from that glide bomb, but it's still pretty cool that you can move it. Doesn't have a massive blast radius. It looks like you probably could take it, and maybe if units are clumped, it could do well. And if you could time it on the retreat path of retreating units, oh baby, that's going to be good, especially with the flares, right? So you could time it. You could call it in early, and then track a retreating blob, and then drop it on the blob as it retreats into it. Should be able to do something quite nice like that since it can move. So I think that's going to be pretty damn sick, being able to get maybe blobs of guys retreating around. I think it'd be very, very good for that, and probably too strong because of that, to be honest. So actually, yeah, looking now at the Kriegsmarine Commander overall, guys, I think it is possibly the strongest one there, with all the munitions with the hard points and stuff, and the Kriegsmarine infantry themselves with the random grenades assortment they get, the increased attack speed, as well as the munitions you get, the healing crates, increase in manpower income on strategic points as well, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, all of that just makes me think, wow. And then obviously the flares you can drop anywhere for vision with the glide bomb and that can move. Yeah, incredibly strong. I think it's a really strong commander. The Brit one, on the other hand, I also think is pretty damn good. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the land matches, the Firefly, all the Polish units in this demonstration video here, which is a shame. But I do think that they're being able to pick up guys on the ground is pretty nice for extra manpower income. The increased fire rate on choosing units for vengeance is pretty cool. I think the land matches, I don't know what this guy. Especially with, I feel like land matches just makes a lot more sense to go for here against someone who's playing kind of more of a campy style with the Kriegsmarine, because you're playing kind of campy around your hard points, right? So the land matches make sense to help you fight against that. Ferrig was averse to try new things. Is he getting a lot of flack? It seems like a lot of people in chat pissed off at Ferigi for not utilizing a lot of the stuff. He definitely should have at least made the Polish guards, man. I don't know why he didn't do that. This is not supposed to be like a 1v1 pro match. This is supposed to be a demonstration of all the units and stuff. And it even made sense for him to go for it. I think maybe the reason why Ferigi didn't pick them is because they're such an expensive unit at 440 manpower, if that is how much they cost. That is like the cost of, near the cost of a guard squad, which is, super expensive as well. So yeah, I would have to see and actually see them in action and see how good they are to warrant that cost. But yeah. And then and also with the Kriegsmarine is that the crates themselves, guys, the crates themselves can't get picked up by enemies, right? And your allies can pick them up. So everybody on your Axis team benefits, and there's no risk to it, right? There's no risk to putting the cash in a really forward spot, because if all the drops drop near the enemy line and you lose it, you can then come back and retake it and then pick up all the crates later on in the game. So I think that is a massively poor decision from Relic to make it so that the allied team can't capture the crates. I think if most people would expect you to be able to steal that kind of stuff. There should be a risk reward factor here, and there isn't. It's all reward really, kind of thing. Like never. That also makes me wonder now, the same thing when it comes to the Final Stand commander as well, with being able to, when you kill enemy units, you drop kind of crates that your infantry can pick up, which increase their fire reset abilities and stuff. I'm also curious if allied players will not also be able to pick that up, because that seems pretty damn unfair. If that is the case, then Rangers should be able to drop their weapon crates forward in aggressive positions without worrying about enemy players picking up that weapon drop as well, But in my eyes, I think any weapon, any kind of crate on the ground, any kind of weapon drop or anything like that should be able to be taken by anybody that happens to come by it. I seem to understand that you can steal crates if you destroyed the hard point. Oh, no, I don't think they said that. We were listening earlier, and they said that they've decided that you can't steal them, and I'm against that. You should be able to steal them. But yeah. If the hard point is, gets destroyed, and maybe if the hard point itself makes it so that they can't be taken, that's probably fair enough. If it dies, then anyone could come and grab them. Then then maybe that's fair. But yeah, other than that. So there we guys go. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We kind of had a kind of like a deep dive there, looking at the abilities and stuff. And yeah, like I said, we didn't get to really see some of the new allied units in action there. But overall, I can't wait actually to try both of these commanders out a lot. I think I'm going to be playing these a lot. They all seem good. Honestly, everyone I've seen so far, they all got their good benefits and stuff. With the Americans with their being able to retreat a lot faster off the map and get onto the map faster, which is super strong there. And then what else did we look at for the final stand with some good stuff there as well. Deep dive on the Italian partisan. Watch they did like an Italian partisan versus final stand, so I could look at that video actually as well while we're here, because I didn't look at that one yet. Could have a quick look at that actually right now. Did they do a battle group showdown for the yeah, here we go, this one.
Propaganda towers, we still bring.
Yeah, we looked at this, so we can have a quick look at and see how this goes.
Tunnel hideouts, as long as you have vision. Your infantry will also be able to build these tunnels throughout the map, and they will kind of be your central kind of gameplay for the early game, because they allow you to do a few different things. So one of the first things that you can do with them is that they will always connect the territories that are connected to the tunnel. So you'll see later that my opponent will try and cut me off, but because I have tunnels in certain locations, he won't be able to do so. And the other really core use is what I'm going to be doing here. Your units will be able to move in between tunnels, between a cooldown throughout the map, allowing you to do all kinds of different strategic movements on the map.
Fairly significant cooldown, like 10, 15 seconds, something like that.
And also the construct tunnel has a pretty long cooldown on it as well.
Yes.
Okay. Will, anything to add there about the Italian partisans, at least with their opening abilities here?
Yeah, so we haven't seen them yet. We will see them shortly, but partisans themselves obviously do feature within the partisan battle group. The tunnel network is kind of the core structure behind the lines. Enables you to use the rest of your army, really, alongside the partisans. The partisan units themselves will feature at some point soon.
Okay. Should we take a look at what Darren is playing as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so it looks like they've already locked in their first ability on the defense in depth tree for the last stand battle group.
Yeah, okay, so the last stand battle group in general is quite a defensive and desperate style of play. It's based around the Wehrmacht in the waning days of the war, so Battle of Berlin, for example. There's a lot of their arsenal is impromptu or kind of last ditch. But to kind of hold up the core of them, they have
75 manpower to convert a pioneer
this is,
over.
A unit that you can build directly from the HQ, or you can convert existing pioneers into stone pioneers if you want. They're more combat proficient. Their upgrades that you can get towards the mid and late game will make their squad larger, give them access to things like flamethrowers or STGs. But they're going to be your core builder for a lot of the tools within this battle group. I imagine Darren will start building a few structures very, very soon. But just to give some examples, they have access to things like propaganda towers, which
this is new on the left-hand side over here, guys.
And,
right?
Affect enemy units. They can build panther terms. They can build sandbag shoring, which is
hotkeys on the left-hand side,
blocking sandbag wall. So loads of.
Be able to convert Grens into Jaegers and convert them into Panzer Grenadiers.
They're also pretty good combat infantry. They do start at 3 men. They are
I never
while
use
you
the
can build
transfer
them directly,
orders.
You can also convert your existing pioneers into Storm Pioneers, which makes them better at combat. But again, they're still quite fragile, being 3-man squads. When they get their upgrades, which we'll see later, they'll become a 4-man squad. I believe Darren actually just upgraded one of the squads to have an SDG and the other to have a flamethrower.
That was early.
Yeah, so he's kind of rushing out these upgrades, which can be really effective. These squads can be really powerful early on, and they have decent scaling as well.
So maybe we want to jump back to you, Jason, because it looks like you've also unlocked the Resistance Fighter Infiltration.
Yes.
Attacking from camouflage weakens the target's enemy's offensive power. Can throw incendiary grenades to damage infantry or stun vehicles. Actually, this is very good on, you want to target the most lethal enemy units like Panzer Grenadiers or the Stosstruppen. So that would be pretty good to focus, get the partisans to focus on them. Incendiary grenades can build tunnels, can use tunnels to transport into garrison buildings. Gains experience from capturing and decapturing all territory as well. Okay, so they can vet up faster because of that.
I actually can't tell if I've deployed one already. Oh, yeah. So we missed the moment, but partisans have a few unique mechanics, as you can see there. We really wanted to have them have a lot of different kinds of unique gameplay that's not just combat power. So one of the first things that makes them special is that they have the infiltrate capability. So when you are calling them in, you can call them into any friendly or unoccupied hold. So ambient buildings, you can call them into tunnels, and they will simply appear out of the shadows. And you can use this to ambush enemies. You can use this to essentially put them in positions early or ahead of time. And they can also jump into buildings or they can jump from the tunnel network into nearby buildings as long as it's within the tunnel radius or the tunnel influence. Which we'll get into later. But essentially, these guys are really good at ambush tactics, and they have a lot of different movement tools.
They can move from cover to cover
arsenal
without revealing themselves, which is very
It's also
strong.
worth noting as well, Jason's upgraded his resistance fighters very early. They have 3 upgrades available to them to essentially make them suitable for whatever situation you desire. So, for example, the submachine guns will make them more effective in close quarters. The Panzerbuchse will be your anti-tank rifle, so if you want to set up light vehicle ambushes. And then they also have the Granatbuchse, the grenade launcher, if you have problems with garrisoned units or units in cover.
Yeah. All stolen weapons, as most of their weapons were. But
they mentioned if the stern pioneers have armor like CoH3 don't. I don't think so. I definitely think they don't all come with SDGs as well. They come with I think they come with G43s and then
so right now,
3 men, but then they can upgrade a single SDG or a single flamethrower and go up to 4 men.
Anti-tank options, so I've opted for anti-tank rifles on my partisans. I believe I'm currently trying to set up an ambush, but I'm not quite being able to find an angle.
He's not biting.
Yeah, only 3 munitions per infantry
base
model
effects
lost.
of the partisan infantry unit is that they have disrupting fire, which if they attack or ambush a unit from either a garrison or out of camouflage, they will reduce the damage that squad can do.
They don't quite know what they're shooting at because they see civilians and it causes them to be less effective.
So they don't do that. They don't do tremendous amounts of damage, but they are very effective at throwing your opponent off guard here.
Yeah, used alongside your other infantry, they can be very good at just making the whole situation flip on them.
Yeah. So, like, for example, in this game, like, I haven't actually fought Darren that much on the map. We've been busy talking about some of the mechanics, but, like, if you look...
They've not showing the most important thing, which is they're killing the tunnel network on the right-hand side of the map, and the cameraman is completely missing it.
Playing a lot on the periphery of where he is, kind of just doing a lot of capture tactics, trying to find decent angles. Darren hasn't really given me anything just yet. But if you look at the bottom, I had a tunnel there that he cleared, and then also towards the southern end of the map, I'm also capping. And this is kind of the movement that tunnels allow me to do. Now, tunnels do cost manpower, so generally if you're using these, you will have
damage
a
over
smaller
time
army than your opponent. You will have to, like, trade better in order to kind of keep up in strength. So naturally, you want to be leveraging the tunnels for the movement and not really fighting your enemy directly unless it's a really good opportunity, which this kind of looked like a good example. I was in decent cover.
No, he's got the ability active where he's getting munitions when he loses troops.
Let's shift focus and talk about some of the things that Darren has locked in here. So you mentioned the propaganda towers, so he's already built one of those. Can we talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, we can talk about his strat a little. So he's gone for two things here. One is the prop towers, or the propaganda towers, sorry. So what they do is within a large radius around them, you can kind of see that that blue reticle there. They cause all
very vulnerable
enemy units to essentially get demoralized, which makes them less effective at capturing territory and slightly less effective in combat. So this is a good way to kind of not quite fortify your territory, but make it much less, much more difficult for your opponent to essentially push into. But obviously it has some major downsides.
Yeah, the intention would be, if you have prepared positions, you've already got good cover, you might as well flick this on, because you'll have the defenses working to your advantage. But this is not something that you want to leave on if you're
tunnel again. Can we see how it is
into your enemy's positions?
Okay, the tunnel looked like it was getting killed very quickly by just small arms fire. Then
in prepared positions, you can offset a lot of the damage that you take, especially if you force your enemy to move around a lot.
The cameraman was
for example,
not looking
the
at it
propaganda
again.
Towers, the opponent kind of has to move up to try and find them where they are to destroy them, and when they're running around in the open, essentially the value of final battle is way higher because your opponent is moving, they're out of cover, they're not doing that much damage, whereas you're doing your full damage to them. Whereas if you were charging at them, there are still times where that would be useful, but it would be less.
Here comes a multiple grenade assault here, which is pretty cool.
For example, here Darren's playing very defensively on this kind of the right side of the map, and I've been trying to find engagements on him, but so far he's been able to push me back.
Certainly got that tunnel network.
Clarify the tunnels. Are those always visible?
Is that getting built?
Range? How does the opponent sort of counter you building those everywhere?
The tunnels are camouflaged, so it's a little hard to tell from this camera, but because we're in observer mode. But these units are in camouflage, and even when you build them. However, there's quite a few tells that give away where a tunnel is. Generally, if you start seeing partisans operate from weird angles, that's usually a good giveaway there's a tunnel somewhere in that location. But also, you can use detector units. Though in this case, I kind of just pop out of the tunnel trying to get a jump on some of these units here. And this is underground detonation, and yeah, I got a good kill here. So
okay, hang on a minute. So for me, it appears that tunnel was built inside enemy territory, or maybe it was already being constructed in friendly territory, but it didn't look like there was any unit actually building it, but it looked like it was completing itself. And then you get the detonation ability from it as well. Hang on.
Tunnel trying to get a jump on some of these units here. And this is underground detonation, and yeah, I got a good kill here.
It's crazy,
so that's one of the other new abilities for partisans, which is called the underground detonation. This ability allows you to essentially detonate a pre-positioned explosive from your tunnel. So this spark kind of travels alongside out of a tunnel to a location, which then detonates. And
too much time to react to that.
Team weapons or any stationary targets. And I managed to catch the machine gun there, but I couldn't actually complete or finish the deal because, again, my units are kind of all on the periphery of this battlefield. If you look, Darren has very solid control of the center. He's trying to cut me off normally on this map, but because I have tunnels in the other locations, I'm actually okay. I'm okay with him doing this. So I'm going to continue to fight on the periphery here, try and find other angles where he might not be that strong.
You've done a good job as well of keeping the tunnel entrances open as possible. Like, you still have 3 tunnels on the field, even though he's rushing creative.
How much do the tunnels cost to build?
And it seems like you have a lot of interesting options now, especially with OSS coordination. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So it was earlier on screen, but like one of my units retreated into a tunnel. If you go for OSS coordination, it makes your standard units much more effective at fighting with and up around tunnels, because it allows you to retreat from them. So you can essentially designate tunnels to be forward retreat points, and units that retreat to these tunnels will automatically retreat back to base. So that allows you to attack from
50,
all
is
kinds
it?
of different angles. Because without this ability, you know, sometimes even if you're behind them, if you have to retreat, you have to retreat through them.
I mean, it does take, what, 15 seconds for it to cool down, but it
This
takes
allows
you
you
probably
to
that
get
long
around this
to
problem.
reinforce the squad and
So
heal it out
there are
fully back at the base anyway,
it
so...
is kind of, you have to be careful when using it, because sometimes, A, it gives away where your tunnels are, but B, sometimes it might cause you to retreat in an angle you didn't expect. So here, I'm trying to attack Darren in the center here from basically every angle that I can. He's trying to use a stug, a team weapon, and these machine guns. And so far, I think that's my first time being successful, actually finding an angle on him. But yeah, this is kind of the things that the tunnels enable.
Yeah, definitely. And like, to give you an example, if Jason had units that were on the complete wrong side of the map, like the opposite side, fighting very, very deep, he would have to retreat all the way through Darren's army to get home safe. That OSS coordination essentially allows him to jump straight into a tunnel, teleport back to base, safe with houses, but it would give away the position of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Well, last thing, do we want to quickly talk about the saboteur infiltration unit?
Yeah. I don't believe I've actually used it just yet, or...
No, I don't see one.
No, you just got the fire squad.
So we'll keep our eyes peeled for when that happens, because that's a really cool other partisan unit. Really kind of leans into what the partisans really did a lot.
Yeah, I want to see the saboteur, see
sneaky,
have a go at the
subterfuge,
Stug or something.
Or trap.
Okay, any other notes on Darren's strategy here? Maybe some of the other abilities he's been unlocking, like
so I can talk
Panzerfaust
Panzerfaust rollout.
Yeah.
So this is a unique upgrade, something we're doing for the first time here. Even though Darren's unlocked it, he still has to purchase the Panzerfaust rollout, which I believe he has done, because it looks like it is now a passive ability. So the Panzerfaust rollout enables all infantry across his army.
Where
to
does he
use
purchase
the Panzerfaust
it?
ability, which is...
I thought it was a purchase ability on each individual squad, or was it...
Last stand, this may suddenly pop up. So it means that his Stern Pioneers, even his Jaegers or his Panzer Grenadiers, if he has them, they all now have access to Panzerfaust. It's not just on the Grenadier, so you can't take those risky dives into...
So one-time all squads. It's not like the camouflage in Company was
so
where you'd purchase it for 20
Jason's
munitions
Greyhound
per
has to be
squad.
pretty careful.
Okay, and do we want to talk about
Okay.
some of the options he has here in the last...
How much does it cost?
We can get to them when he starts
Okay.
using them. I actually don't remember where I lost the Chaffee, to be honest, but the Panzerfaust rollout is really strong in making your infantry much more resistant to dives. I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Chaffee, when it died to one of those Fausts. And now that he has
APM intensive? I kind of like that. You know, you're jumping in and out of buildings and tunnels, constantly pushing in, being aggressive. It's kind of lends something to my playstyle, which I'd like to do.
Oh, we haven't mentioned the grenades on the Stern Pioneers.
Yeah.
So the Stern Pioneers, as well as having various different weapon upgrades, when they hit veterancy level 1, they also have access
25.
to a grenade switch, which is the M39 grenade. They're smaller grenades than the stick grenades, but essentially what the squad will do is put their rifles away for a limited span of time, and they will only throw grenades. So it means that even though their range is shorter, they are able to clear out positions like sandbags, for example, very, very easily.
And by the way, so what is happening right now is one of those final upgrades that we were talking about for last final battle. So this is recovery efforts. If you go back to the Stern Pioneers, they are now to upgrade
come on,
this,
John.
kind of in the spirit
Focus
of using everything that they could. They are actually able to recover wrecks. So as you can see here, there is now a Chaffee on the field for Darren. Now, you do need to pay the standard recovery cost to get these vehicles, but yeah, it allows you to repurpose or bring back to life a lot of dead wrecks.
Yeah,
And
has a
yeah.
lot of advantages and disadvantages compared to our standard recovery vehicles, because infantry are not as resilient as a vehicle might be. So this is still risky, and they're exposed when they're doing this on the front line. But the fact that you can do this on any of your Stern Pioneer squads, once you have this upgrade available, means you can be pretty prolific with it.
Yeah. And it does mean, like, as the opponent as well, you have to be really careful about giving Rex essentially to your opponent, or essentially not finishing off Rex.
We're just watching this to get some
even if you dive the
knowledge about these new battle groups and stuff,
and you don't destroy the Rex, he may be able to recover, which in this case he did. Yeah, so that Chaffee is going to be difficult to deal with. I don't actually remember what it ends up
Talk
doing
about
later in
this,
game,
the fact
so
that
I
there's
guess
like
we'll run
a
them together.
tunnel being
Switch back
spawned
over
in.
to, the partisans, because I see a saboteur on the field.
Oh, in the bottom side of the map. Yeah.
Go on, it's all yours.
So saboteurs are a very special unit. They are a two-man non-combat squad, where they're basically ineffective in combat. However, they're very valuable in the sense that they can lay mines, booby traps, and demo charges. However, you don't.
Dude, that is really annoying. That the information, it says this unit is a temporary and automatically retreats off after a set amount of time. Tell us the exact amount of time. Why just?
They can lay mines, booby traps, and demo charges. However, you don't need to pay with them. They come with 3 charges.
It's weird because they're
allows them
specific
to
in other
lay these,
areas, saying, "Oh yeah, this bit
essentially for
costs,
free.
will take 15
And
seconds
these
or
are
this, that,
a
and the other." But
timed
then
squad.
they're
So they
vague
are
in
only
other
on the field
areas,
for
you
a short
know.
period of time before they essentially.
Come on,
retreat
Relic,
off
be
of the field.
consistent.
Now, when they do so, you do get a discount, or you get a amount of
3
resources
explosive charge
back,
to spend them on
depending
mines.
on how much of the squad retreats.
Okay,
If the
you've
squad
got 3
dies,
mines
then
down on
obviously you
one
don't
of
get
the other
anything
stuff.
back.
That's kind of
And
cool.
if you lose 1/2 of the squad, then you also only get half. So this squad is really, really good at, because it has infiltrate and it also has permanent concealment. It's a very, very adept mine layer. So you can use this to mine or trap different parts of the map and set up traps for your opponent without them being able to see it. And then you can then recall these units off the field and then call them in again if you need them, or continue to fight with your regular army. There's
So
a
you can
lot
call
of
them in
different
again
tricks
straight
that you
away.
can do with them.
275.
Darren's been we played quite a lot internally now, and Darren's kind of wise to a lot of the shenanigans
Refunds
he can do.
60% of the
But, like,
cost.
just off the top of my head, some things that we've done is like laying a demo on the back line of like behind the retreat path of your opponent, or booby trapping points where like they show up, they walk onto the booby trap, they take a bunch of damage, and as they retreat, they also run into a mine. They also have a Panzerschreck ability that you hovered over earlier, which gives them a one shot.
He just got a big shot off. They retreated off the map then.
It doesn't do engine damage.
I just want to double check here that when he's laying these,
then obviously you don't get anything back.
like, is it costing him munitions laying these, or is it free to lay this?
So saboteurs are a very special unit. They are a
70.
two-man non-combat squad, where however they can and demo charges.
He's put
However,
one
you
down
don't,
there. He's about to put another
need
one
pay with them.
down.
They come with 3 charges that allows them to lay these, essentially for free.
It's free.
And these
Yeah,
are
essentially
a
for free.
timed
Wow.
squad. So they are.
So you can
only
get
on the
mines
field
and
for a
stuff
short
down
period
for
of time
free
before
for
they
incredibly
essentially
cheap
retreat
costs.
off of the field. Now, when they do so, you do get a
Damn.
discount, or you
Okay.
get a amount of the resources
refund?
back,
Yeah.
depending on how much of the squad
60%
retreats.
back.
If the squad dies, then obviously you don't get anything back, and if you lose 1/2 of the squad, then you also only get half. So this squad is.
So
really,
you don't always have to spawn this unit super deep behind enemy lines, right? You could just spawn it in, you know, somewhere quite defensive just to get the free mines off, right? That's pretty damn crazy to be able to just drop as many
really
mines as
good
kind of you
at-
want.
because it has infiltrate.
You can
and it
trade
also has
manpower
permanent
technically
concealment.
for munitions
it's
here
a
to get
very,
mines down
very
or things like
adept,
that, which is
mine
pretty
layer.
cool.
So
If
you
you've
can
got
use this
plenty
to
of
mine and
manpower but
trap
not much
different parts of
munitions.
the map, and set up
That's kinda cool.
traps for your opponent. It can get you a finishing kill or damage.
There's also some deadly combinations as well. For example, going back to OSS coordination, if you have a tunnel which has had the retreat point turned on, you could spawn saboteurs out of it right in the depth of your enemy's territory, drop a couple of mines, then retreat back through that tunnel without the player even knowing that there's saboteurs on the field. So they're very, very good at just doing a lot of damage without being noticed.
Okay. Yeah. Seems like I'm gonna be expecting a lot of very fun clips and YouTube compilations of the saboteurs here.
Shenanigans.
So, do we maybe want to touch on some of the abilities that are not being used here?
I mean, we'll probably get to them in like future either content or replays. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
Or they probably will be already out. I'm not too sure. But yeah, so far just talking about the game a little, because I've had these tunnels and I keep playing on the periphery, Darren keeps getting kind of sandwiched into the middle. I think he's trying to offset it now by playing fully on the right side on like the north end and not giving me that flank essentially, and just being ready.
What does that
for
flag mean then?
Is he the bottom?
Is he
Which
stealing
does make this
resources
quite
from that? No,
difficult
that would
for
be
me.
smuggling routes. He hasn't got that active. So what's the
like,
flag on
Partisans
that
gives
tunnel
you
mean?
a lot of different tech to attack the opponent where he isn't, or to make life really difficult for them in certain locations. But it's really difficult to kind of push into an enemy directly. You don't get too many abilities that allow you to do that, though there's a few, or there's one or two, and I think there will be a case later on that happens. But you do need to rely on these tactics, because again, if you're investing these resources into these tunnels, and Darren's already destroyed quite a few of them, that is manpower that is not going to your army. So you do need to leverage these kind of extra things that you can do to gain value, or else your opponent will simply just outvalue you. And for example, one of the things that Last Stand is quite good at is generating value via different.
So the unit car's getting filled with tunnels. Oh yeah, there's a lot of tunnels.
So again, he was able to recover wrecks from
it's
my
not
dead
a massive issue,
case,
but yeah, it is cluttering the screen a little bit.
And the final battle allows him to generate munition from his infantry. Though again, it's not worth it to just lose infantry to generate munitions. However, there are cases where the overall value will be enough, because you will be able to use those munitions for like other things.
Yeah, I mean, you can see at the moment Darren isn't using Final Battle because he's on the push. Like, his units are out of cover. He's facing, in that case, he was facing riflemen that were in cover. He'd have just taken losses and wouldn't have gained much at all.
Yeah.
But once he's taken this position off Jason and he has the cover that he can use himself, he might as well flick it back on.
Yeah.
Honestly,
And,
I still
with the
don't
pop
feel
tower,
like losing a squad
quite
man
difficult.
for 3 munitions is
He
worth
has
it,
that
you know?
pop tower in a really difficult position for
It's
me
really
to
not
attack.
worth it.
It's kind of in the center, and there's no.
And if you're going to
because
lose
he's
dudes
controlled that
anyway, I guess it's
entire
okay to
top
flip it
flank,
on.
I don't have any
right?
easy access to that area. I could try and attack from the south, but like he's been pretty consistent at having 1 or 2 units down there. And yeah, so I'm trying to trap a little bit more here to make it more difficult for him to play here. But because he's running around, I do think he runs into some of these fights, but like we'll see.
Looks like he's
One
got
of
a
the things to note
Panzerfaust
is the
ability,
Stern
not a
Pioneers
Panzer
don't work
Shrek.
exactly the way like
Not
Pioneers.
from the
So they don't
teaser
have
video, it looked
access
like they
to
were using a
minesweepers.
Panzer Shrek, not a Panzerfaust.
So I've also noted that he doesn't have any minesweepers. However, I think he knows that I am mining these edges of the map, so he's kind of avoiding them as well. Yeah. So, like in the south side, do you see those 2 points that are still captured by me? Those are still connected to my base because of the tunnel. Yeah,
Oh,
he's trying to
shit, is
sweep
that
for
what
one
they
right
do?
now. Like as he's.
Maybe that's what the flag means. Oh, right. So you don't even need direct line all the way back to your base with the tunnel networks to benefit. Okay, because I was thinking, right, he's doing really badly because he's not got them connected to his base, but he's getting these. Yeah, because it's not flashing on the mini map.
He's probably microing a few other things at the same time, but he knows I have a tunnel here because neither of these territories are cut off. I'm still gaining full resources from them.
That's not the smuggling
and that basically
ability,
tells them,
Raka.
hey, there's a tunnel here.
Smuggling ability is siphoning resources. These territory points are owned by him.
Though sometimes it's kind of hard to see
Right?
in the heat
And they're
of
not
battle
connected.
That this is happening.
So the smuggling
I can't
ability
quite
would
see
be
if
if
he
this
had
was an
vision
enemy
on those
territory, he'd be
partisans,
benefiting
but he
resources.
does clear that tunnel eventually.
Yeah,
No.
very dastardly. That
Quite,
he cut off like that.
it's quite
but still
cool,
gained
actually. So it
resources.
allows you to play
When you look at
in
the
different
minimap
which
as
is
well,
really cool,
you
I think,
think that
actually.
Jason would be very much on the back foot, but his fuel income is higher by quite a significant margin.
Yes.
Because of those tunnels.
Yeah. But like if you look at VPs, because Darren just has a stronger army, it's been more difficult for me to.
Yeah. Oh, this is false orders.
Yes. So this is one of the combat abilities that we have for
Threat
the
fire.
partisans. So what these blue rings are indicating is the tunnel influence. So a lot of the partisan abilities can only be used around or within the vicinity of a tunnel. This ability allows you to cast on any point or any tunnel within tunnel influence. And in a large area, essentially
something blew
units
up on the
become
right.
slower and they get reduced accuracy. They're
Looks like we
essentially
saw
getting disrupted
another
by
tunnel explosion
the
over it. We'll
proliferation of false
barely
orders,
saw
which
it.
makes it more
For the aftermath of
essentially
it.
makes them more confused and makes everything more difficult. This was something the partisans did quite a bit. Not quite tactically.
I just read
but
you could do
we
the
wanted
tunnel
to bring that
detonation
into
on
the
retreating squads. If you
franchise.
time it well, it's kind of like
but
another like rifle grenade
uh,
retreat type
made
thing. If you do the
intel
tunnel
collection
detonation,
or the
you
passing
time it.
orders way
If,
more
if it's got a
difficult
long
for
radius,
couriers.
which it looks like it does, because that tunnel is here, right, where my mouse cursor is, and he used the ability to hit that machine gun that was there, right? So that was quite a long way. So, but if you're good with your, you time it well, so this is retreating squad coming through here, and you triggered it around here, and you coincide it with a retreat path, you could potentially get a nice wipe potentially if you do it.
Falsify orders,
but
and
difficult
falsify,
to do for
like,
sure. But that'd be really
newspapers
cool
and
to
stuff
see.
like that. Just make life more difficult for the Wehrmacht.
Sow the seeds of confusion.
Yes. So between that ability and underground detonation, I've opted for
I'm a
both
scales
of
the
those
distance,
abilities,
does it?
in the tree, because I am finding that Darren's just not allowing me to fight him in multiple small places. So I'm going for the bigger combat tricks that you can get. I am giving up meaningful other picks that are more
Turtles are
effective
super
at
easy to
fighting,
kill,
more
though.
decentralized. But
It's good. They're
that's
not
kind
that,
of
they're
the
not that
choices
tanky,
with,
so that's good.
battle groups.
Yeah, if you look at the composition you've got as well, like Darren has 4 tanks that he's running around with against your 1.
We just missed it there, but that's Nebelwerfer for Overwatch, which is one of the last stands abilities. This off map in a large area essentially has a Nebelwerfer or Nebelwerfer battery.
To be honest, though, I think
constantly
against good
barrage enemy
players,
targets
this
that you
commander
can
won't do
find.
very well.
It does
the
require
Italian
vision,
one
and
specifically.
does require your opponent to be within the circle, but it can be quite devastating.
They'll
to
notice
any
points that
kind of unit inside.
where tunnels will be connected to, so they'll hunt them down.
So, I'm still just trying to be sneaky.
I mean, look, you've got 28 fuel income to his 13. It's devastating.
Yeah.
So Will, I know we already covered this this new map.
A lot of the ambient
in
buildings will be
our,
destroyed
deep
as
dive
well.
Video, but is there anything else that you want to mention here about this community map that you worked on with Brian to get into the game? Anything in terms of like this specific matchup and how this map is sort of playing out?
I mean, this is a perfect case, really, of how this map should be played. Because Bologna is a wide 1v1 map. You see the players are facing on edges, so there's 4 corners to play in, which might not get much play in an average match, but with partisans, I mean, there's basically a tunnel in every corner of this map, which is ideal. And it would be the same with other maps like Villafiore, for example, and to a lesser extent even Road to Tunis, where there are corners where you can.
Surprised you never get this question. Which battle groups are best for comp stompers?
But yeah, Bologna.
Anything
is a
kind
map
of
that, as soon as
defensive
you
where
play
it
a
allows
sort of
people just to
into
like set
competitions,
up and
yeah,
lock
this is
down
gonna
in
go
an
very,
areas
very well
and
with some advantage changes. It has big open courtyards for some of the last stand tools, which is really good fun. But
he's
yeah,
locked that
partisans
Panzer
are a
IV
mean
down
beast
there,
on
but
track.
actually doesn't use the retrofit. So I mean, this
But then,
commander for the
example,
Axis seems
has
to be
been
pretty good because you
sweeping
can lock down your
tunnels, like,
vehicles in
we haven't seen too much of it,
in
but
cool
he's definitely
locations
not made this
and
free.
get the Panther terms up
If
and
you
stuff
look
as
at
well.
the
So
two
this commander would be
armies
probably
side by
pretty good
side,
against
I think his army is pretty consistently just stronger.
the AI.
Um,
Parson, on
and,
the other hand, probably
like,
not because it's a
he
lot of
also has
micro.
access to some really powerful strikes. I do think he stopped using the prop tower. No, he still has that one prop tower in the middle, but he doesn't have any other ones right now, which is making my life a little bit easier. But I think he's also
The range of the propaganda tower is pretty significant,
He
which is
also hasn't
nice.
used the other component of the last ditch defenses, the Panther term.
The Panther term, yeah. I don't think he's had a need for it, mostly because I haven't had too much armor on the field. Despite my fuel income, like I'm bleeding quite a bit, so.
Probably worth explaining what it is though, because he is unlikely to build it, but it is kind of comes alongside the propaganda tower. So the you can see it on the right side there. Yeah, the Panther term is
240 and
players will be
35
familiar with
fuel.
it, I imagine if they experience
Pretty
it in
damn
1.
good.
The Panther term is a small emplacement with a Panther turret on the top, so it is immobile.
That's a
but
pretty
it is
decent
still a
cost for
Panther
that.
Gun. So it's a very robust anti-tank defense that you can put in key positions. It's got decent range. It's got very good health and survivability. Great for locking down a sector against armored pushes.
So here I'm using false orders again to make his life harder, but I'm trying to essentially break apart this middle position. that he
Sherman
has.
sounded
I
good then,
noticed that
didn't
he
it? The
essentially
Sherman
tried
shot.
to push me out of one of the out of
That's
that
in the
north
new
flank,
audio there.
and I think he ran through a few mines and a few other bad engagements, which gives me this opportunity. This is kind
think
of the
that
other
the
thing
tank
you have to do
shots
as
from both-
partisans is kind of force
Both
your opponent to
vehicles
fight
sound
where
more
they're
improved.
not as strong, and then try and punish it. I don't, and yeah, try to dive him. I don't think this is working out well for me. Sherman gets a kill there.
Oh, that bounce.
That bounce, and he gets a rear hit on that Sherman, which kills it. And I kill this P4. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
There we go. The map is cleared.
Yeah. But if you look at the armies, I've also lost a lot.
Yeah.
Both players have kind of reduced down quite a bit. Now, this is actually really bad for me because this is where Last Stand is really in its prime. They're really adept at essentially making the most out of trading out of units. So, for example, he's gotten a ton of munitions. And then
yeah,
also
he's about to salvage all these
right now,
vehicles.
I think he's simultaneously, I believe he's salvaging these. I actually don't know if they're recovering or salvaging right now.
I imagine you wouldn't have the resources to do both recovery.
Yeah, I'm trying to interrupt one with a strafing run from my air support center, and then I'm attacking the other. So I just barely stopped both, but yeah, like you have to be on top of this.
You play against this, you need to make sure you're destroying every wreck as well as the allies. Make sure they can't salvage anything.
The Stern Pioneers now at Veteran C3 are also quite dangerous. It's very difficult for some of my infantry to actually fight these.
This is the Nebelwerfer barrage coming in now.
Like Darren's calling in Nebelwerfer barrage. Oh, goodbye.
Which is a big radius. Again, like you said, he needs to have vision.
Kind of different to the normal Nebelwerfer barrage because this is not like incendiary round rockets that the normal Nebelwerfers lob in.
Yeah, and I've tried to have tunnels in the middle, but every time I have, I think he's pretty consistently just instantly cleared them.
Yeah.
They do drop experience as well for the unit that kills them as well, the tunnel networks. I saw XP can pop up there.
I do think I overcommit to fighting there a little bit. Yeah, I think he just.
Oh well, too. We switched over to a different replay. We looked at the glide bomb earlier. Looked okay.
Oh no, it's the
Chappy.
Chappy. It is the good old Chappy.
Classic.
Yeah, it wasn't that great.
Yeah, he's gonna start.
I can see,
trying to get these
though. To be honest,
well.
the instances that it was used, it wasn't used very
Tank
well. To be
running in
honest.
style?
So,
I mean, I'm trying to I don't have that many
test
units.
it
I'm
myself.
trying to get back on the field. Right now, I'm panicking. It's like I haven't managed to clear any of those wrecks. Those are still there, and I want to push them out. But at this point, he has a far superior army, so I have to try and make the most I can. So I'm trying to push into the middle here. Use
one big thing that I always
recover.
feel like Relic should do, and they never do, is when a unit is when you recover an enemy vehicle, right? The markings on the vehicle should change. You know, we can still clearly see that this Chappie has the star on it, right? I think it would have been a really good, nice touch of detail for them to just add, the German cross on it, or if, vice versa, if an Axis Panzer IV was to be recovered by a recovery vehicle, then it would have the Sherman star on it. Things like that would be like a really nice thing, a nice touch to add. But yeah,
but I don't think it works very well because he's ready for me. Yeah, the Sherman kind of goes in, tries to become a hero, and just dies. The Chaffee, of all things, gets the finishing kill. So goodbye. And that is GG. As I don't have the resources.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we watched both of them now. Both of those videos we've now watched. Yeah. I think overall though, I think these new command. If you're thinking about buying these new battle groups, guys, come the 27th of this month, I think they're worth it. They look good. I think they all add something a bit different. They add a bit more flavor. There are some things that we've seen in previous Company Heroes games, like with the Parsons in general, were in Company Heroes 2, and you can spawn them into ambi buildings like you can with this new commander. But they've gone the extra mile, and I've got to give praise where praise is due, and I do think like they've gone the extra mile to make them more fleshed out, more abilities, more interesting things. Holy Dirts, thank you so much, dude. Thank you very much for the Prime sub. Is very kind of you, dude. Thank you. I really appreciate that, man. Do you liking the content? So, and yeah, we did look at Polish Cavalry earlier. So if you missed my kind of, reaction and review of the Polish Cavalry, I'll be making that a separate YouTube video for that later on. But yeah, that's I think they look good. I think they look good. A lot of them look, every single one of the commanders have got something going for it, and I look forward to playing every single one of them. To be honest, so yeah. It's more like Cashy Parsons were very underdeveloped. It was very low, but to be honest, when you think about commanders from Company Heroes 2, all of them were low bar, as you put it there, Forsen. They were all kind of just like 5 abilities just thrown in. Enjoy and unlock them. I definitely feel like CoH3's like take with battle groups, like with CoH1, where you had 2 different tech trees to go down on the kind of battle group that you picked, is a lot better than a Company Heroes 2 commander system. Just hands down, it is much better. It makes you think about where you get your, you're putting in your command points. You don't automatically just unlock things like you do in CoH2. It's a lot better system. That is definitely one thing that CoH3 does a lot better than Company Heroes 2. And yeah, the commanders feel a lot more fleshed out, a lot more unique and diverse with different abilities and stuff. And it makes you like, you have to actually choose where you want to spend your points, what you maybe want to grab. Maybe you have to sacrifice something else because you picked, a different side of the battle group. So yeah. Jashinka says, I like the flexibility battle groups can offer in CoH. Yeah, for sure, 100%. Yeah, you want to cast a match real quick? Go, there's a 1v1 match right now between Reekley and Havoc. That might be fun to watch right now. It's literally started just this second. Let's do a quick cast. Haven't done a cast in a while for CoH3. Like, it is annoying, but once you get used to it, it's not a big deal. Like it's like a micro habit that you need to pick up when playing CoH3. Right. Okay, are we ready? Am I on the right scene for this? Let me just put my camera to the side here. And so we're going to get in, guys, now. We're going to be casting a competitive 1v1 between 2 top-level players, Reekley and Havoc now. Do my own cast. This is the current patch, so no new commanders here. And they've already selected the commanders, so I guess we get into it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you have been enjoying the content so far, guys, and my coverage, please do consider subscribing or becoming a member on YouTube. I've been trying to put out a lot more Company Heroes content these last few months. Both Company Heroes 2 and Company Heroes 3, so everybody's happy, regardless of which game you play. I try and play both because I do love playing CoH2 for a lot of reasons, and also CoH3 for a lot of reasons. They both do well in different areas, so we're doing a lot of content there. Plan for tonight is to do this cast, then I'll probably go for some dinner, and then after that, guys, I'll probably do some Battlefield 6 tonight, because I want to try out the new map in Battlefield 6. All right, are we ready? Here we go. Let me turn the music on for the game as well. To the tunes. Right.
My crew is ready. Lay out the edges. Barracks is going right here.
Hi guys, it's HelpingHans here, bringing you a 1v1 between 2 top-level players in Company Heroes 3. In the blue corner, representing the Americans, is Reekley, and he's already selected Special Operations Battle Group. In the red corner, we have Havoc, playing as the DAC, the Africa Forces, the Africa Corps, and he started with a motorcycle, and he's also gone for armored support. Motorcycle is always a great unit to start with. As DAC, very mobile, gives you a lot of capping done early, rushing straight away into the fuel, and his pioneers are going to get the cutoff. So as soon as this is capped, it will already be generating resources because this cutoff has been taken by these Panzer Pioneers. Also, Reekley has opted to go himself a Weasel, so both players almost kind of mirroring each other with this kind of light vehicle start here. Now, this Weasel doesn't start with an armament, it can upgrade to a machine gun. Capturing the fuel as well.
Rifleman ready.
First Rifleman squad's coming out. Oh, and more Panzer Pioneers or Havoc, and we also see a 250 in the build as well, so going for a very mechanized start. Announcer voice is activated, love it. And the rankings for the match are as follows. Reekley is currently rank 3 in the world as Americans, and Havoc is rank 7 in the world as the Africa Corps. First shots have been fired. Scout squad dives into the cover of the building. And it needed to. There's no cover on that point, so if he just tried to capture that munitions point while staying out of cover, he would have lose to these Panzer Pioneers. Rifleman just waiting to get the cap on the cutoff here before pushing in. She's brought the motorcycle all the way from the left-hand side to the right. He's going to jump the guys around here, utilizing the cover of the 250 with the 2nd Panzer Pioneer squad. Definitely the right thing to do to put the weaker one in the half track. Units inside the half track don't take any damage, which is different to like Company Heroes 1. If people remember back to playing Company Heroes 1, I'm pretty sure I remember units that were inside half tracks, like the Panzer Elite half tracks, they did take damage actually. Whereas in CoH3, units are kind of like secure and safe. If the vehicle though does blow up, they have got a chance to all completely get wiped. I think it's 50% chance per model that dies on vehicle death if they're still in the vehicle. Opting to swing wide away from the riflemen that are kind of like hanging out ready over here. She can say I think it's 25%. Maybe I got that wrong. It's either 20 to 50% per model. But generally, in principle, what you want to do is always exit a vehicle before it blows up. Otherwise, you might have the RNG gods might not be in your favor, and you might lose the whole squad. I have had that happen to me before, which does suck. We have some assault grenadiers coming out now. Oh, motorcycle needs to be careful. Trying to chase down the scout, but it's going to get away. The motorcycle now has Veterancy 1, so it's now providing marked target on the rifleman squad. Well, we want to be these rifles. They're getting focused down by 4 units here. So getting up in the base now. He's getting, I think it's his weapon support center. Now activating the healing as well on his 250 to get his guys up to full health. And while he's sitting around getting healed up, he's also going to solidify control of the victory point by putting down some sandbags in his favor. So good plays there. Just see, has he got grenade tech yet? I believe so. Switching through these modes here. He's got some Panzer Jaegers out now, expecting a light vehicle. I mean, he does know that Weasel's on the field, so I guess he might wants to kill that. Reekley is utilizing the Weasel in the base. He's gone for the Vet 1 upgrade, which allows him to become like a medical vehicle, distribute medical supplies. So friendly units will heal nearby this unit out of combat. None of these units have got any anti-tank capability, so he can be quite aggressive here with these assault grenadiers. He's going to dive right onto this captain squad. Going to burn out the engineer squad with this other unit here. And we can see that Reekley's opted to go for the smoke Vet 1 upgrade there for his scout squads. Generally, I don't like going for that personally, because I like them being able to cloak while moving. Oh, a satchel charge been lobbed over here. Was able to get out in time, dodges it pretty well. Here comes the half track being aggressive, pushing right up against this 250. Needs to get away from it quickly. He might be converting over to a quad, and he is. This is going to be converted very soon. Panzer Jaegers are on the other side of the map. They're not here to support. However, the half track gets kind of caught here. Can't really get through this area too easily because of this destroyed fuel tanker. However, Panzer Pioneers overextended, so they're going to get caught on the retreat path here. They might go down. Quad isn't really chasing, which is a mistake here. Still might get it. The quad might be able to get the last licks of damage in. He does. He does get the wipe. That's the first wipe of the game. And painful loss there for Havoc. Although, at the same time, we have seen that the Reekley has lost his Weasel on the top-hand side of the map due to the Panzer Jaeger. So, even though the Panzer Jaegers weren't there to cover the retreat of the of those Panzer Pioneers, they did get some revenge in the north by taking out that Weasel. He's also called in a second 250 with the Panzerjäger in, and he's thrown the first Panzerjägers in another one, so he's now got 2 rolling around, hoping to maybe get the dive, the jump here onto the quad, because they won't be able to survive this. Rickley sees it and starts backing up. He's got to be quick. Here comes the 250s. Oh, they're wrecking it, and there it goes. The quad is down. Rickley was not prepared for the double 250s with the Jaegers in there. And now he's also gone for the autocannon upgrade as well. Actually, great timing on that, because now he needs more anti-infantry firepower. So, yeah, you couldn't ask for a better timing on that pop. Both of them have converted over now. He's also going to be salvaging the wreck here, thanks to his commander's ability. Going to get a little bit of resources from that. We now have a bazooka squad. Now, Rickley's definitely on the back foot with losing that quad. He hasn't really got, only the bazooka squad really to challenge these multiple 250s here. And again, these vehicles can roll around the field very quickly. We do have a scout squad that's overextended here. This is probably going to get wiped. Rickley shouldn't be over here, especially when he knew that there was all these vehicles nearby. Not worth trying to get the decap on this if he's going to lose the scout squad. And also, he pushes the vehicle onto the point with the squad inside to deny the decap. So I don't expect this scout squad to survive on the retreat point. The Zook squad was moved over to the right-hand side as it came out, so it's not going to be there on the retreat path. Not the best micro of these 250s, chasing down. They could have gotten a bit further forward. Might actually get away here with this scout squad. Does he have sticky grenades? We don't know just yet. Is he going to lob one? Showing his rear arm. It does get the scout squad. Can retreat away to the left flank, so he doesn't have to worry about following up Zook squads. Meanwhile, we have a Panzer Grenadier squad here. The Assault Grenadiers, sorry, I should say, have been suppressed, but the motorcycle's getting flanking shots in here against the motorcycle. He's probably going to try and get in the decap as well at the same time, but slight miss micro there. Overall, not bad. He might even get this machine gun here. He does. It's a race who gets it first, and the Panzer Pioneers will make it there. Doesn't retreat. Oh, but the machine gun on the captain. Everybody, even I, always underestimate the damage that machine gun does on the motorcycle. It tears into the armor of that. And, yeah, losing the motorcycle does suck because it's nice for capping and putting the marked target on. But he did steal a machine gun, so got a bit of a win out of that.
Krauts are securing our capture point. Commander, resources cut off. We have territory.
So for those who don't know, the 250s, when they have units inside them, their fire rate is increased, and the 8-Rad is also on the field, ready to take out the bazooka squad. It does get it, and that's the end of that game. Short and sweet there, less than 10 minutes of that match there, and Havoc with a dominating performance there against Rickley, cleaning up a lot of those units on retreat there. So well played to Havoc. He played that very well. The only issue there from Havoc was, well, a couple of little issues, just with the overextended extension of the Panzer Pioneers. So they got wiped on retreat, and losing his motorcycle. He should have backed up that motorcycle before the captain got some damage in there. But overall, pretty solid play there. And Rickley, mistakes there from him, not getting any anti-tank grenades there for his riflemen to stop those kind of those 250 dives in against him there. And maybe needed to be a little bit more careful with that initial quad. He kind of had that quad overextended. There were no rifles there to screen against the 250 dive with the Panzerjägers in. So that was a mistake there from him. They should have had a rifle nearby. Maybe play a little bit more defensive with it until he had a bazooka squad to back it up. But it was there, overextended without any support. And he was kind of like surprised by the double 50, dive on him there. Hey, I wish Carlo, Being Slow, Geordie, Blossom, Danielle as well. Thank you guys all for watching on the TikTok. Hope you guys are enjoying the content tonight. Thank you very much. Just doing some Company Heroes 3 games. I think I might play a match myself now. I haven't played. Let's jump in and do a match now myself here. We're just going to queue up one. Stack. Have you seen the pilot? Yes, I have done a. We did it earlier on today's stream. We went over it, Swole. So if you missed that, I'll be putting that up on YouTube with the next day or so. Surprisingly entertaining to watch. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Marbles. I definitely feel like when I do cast my matches on Company Heroes, I definitely do seem to get more viewers, especially on the TikTok, because it's more like engaging. It was a show match. That wasn't a show match. That was just a game I just saw that was in observer mode. They literally just played that game in the last 10 minutes. Those guys. Are you gonna do? Are you doing replay analysis like Tuesday? I do that every Tuesday. So today's Wednesday, so I have to wait till next Tuesday for the next time I do replay analysis. Hey Horsa Misse, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for Tim watching 5 streams in a row as well. Cheers, buddy. Oh yeah, we had a new sub earlier. Who subscribed earlier on Twitch? That's somebody. A new Prime from Holy Dirts. So we'll add your name will be added to the flag there at the end of today's stream. Have I picked a game yet for tomorrow's Throwback Thursday? Asks Mefirion. To be honest, I was torn. I was thinking about playing. Well, there's a new game called Red Chaos, but it's kind of like a throwback because it's like a CNC like inspired game. Like, what classifies as a throwback game? Can it be a new game with an old game style? That kind of can kind of be a throwback. But no, there won't be any. I won't do any Company Heroes 2 today. I'll just do probably one game of CoH3 myself, and then I'll probably go have some dinner, and then we'll do some Battlefield 6 for later this evening. So I'm thinking I either do, we try out maybe Red Chaos, the strict order for a couple of hours, and then we switch over to something else. I was thinking, like I didn't play. I'd be kind of tempted to play the initial Bioshock again, but the remastered version. Last time I played this, it doesn't actually say when I played. The initial Bioshock I played in 2012, so over 10 years ago. It was the first time I played the initial Bioshock, and I never played the remastered version of it, so that's something I might want to. I've been thinking about playing again. The other old school game I was thinking about was Age of Mythology, and playing through the campaign of that still, and then maybe trying out some of the new content for Age of Mythology. So I was thinking maybe do that tomorrow. Unless you guys got any other ideas, maybe I could put a poll up in chat or something. You guys could vote for the game I play. We could do multiple games. We don't have to just stick to one game for the entire stream. We could switch it up and do like maybe 2 hours of this and then 2 hours of another game, something like that. Anyone have got any suggestions? Please let me know. We are playing CoH3 and we're just queuing up for a match now. Hey Luna, how you doing? Oh. Closed everything down again by mistake. The Commander's Origin DLC release as well, kind of a throwback. Yes, that's true. Yeah, I'm just thinking what else. Total War Shogun 2, that's definitely something, yeah, that I could do. Play through that again, that old school game. I was trying to like get some mods to work with it, but I couldn't get it working. I was trying to do it off stream the other day, but I kind of gave up with it. Around for it with an hour or two. Yeah, Shogun 2 was like one of my favorite ones, man. It was absolute classic, Shogun 2. Oh, have you guys seen? I made some new sketches, by the way. You might appreciate this real quick.
You have an anti-tank rifle. Over there is a tank. Figure it out.
CoH3 vertical scene. Here we go. Right. Made a new little tiny sketch. Oh, did that blurb not play? Nailed it! Literally. That was good. Any more? Yeah, I made one more. Well, yeah, I made this one.
Industrialization, that's how we're still in this war. And my balls. My big balls.
I made one more. They're the only two new ones I made this Monday. Right, here we go.
Pulled up and moving. Panzer pioneers confirmed.
Okay. Here we go, boys.
Panzer pioneers standing by. Those resources must be ours.
Captured and deployed.
Duties. Utility vehicle reporting. Got somewhere to be? Good job, we're patient. Make it quick. Territory secured. All quiet.
All quiet. Right.
Panzer Grenadiers have assembled.
What is securing resources? Vehicle has captured ground without ever stepping outside. Pioneers will secure the location. Moving to location. On the double. Treat that flag like your mother hemmed it herself. Contact! Alarm! Orders.
Bingo.
Move! Quick march. Make it quick. What? Clear out! Move! Enemy presence! We can't stay here! Driver. Run! Let's move. Commanders! Utility vehicle here. Get in gear. Stopping here. Panzer Grenadiers, plenty of ground to cover. Christian, grab that toolkit. Starting repairs. Orders. Capture point. Panzer Pioneers, stand ready. Secure that location at all costs. Panzer Pioneers, capture that sector.
Panzer Grenadiers have been mustered.
You need us. You need Panzer Grenadiers? Ready. Panzer Grenadiers, relocating. You have something for us? Sandbag position done. Everything in order? You have problems. Open up, Panzer Grenadiers! Move! Pick up those feet! You move orders! Fire! Take cover! Say the word! Pioniere receiving you! Sergeant waiting! Commandant! Location captured! But not secure! Schnell! Schnell! You have something for us? Push this Motorrad! ready. Plenty of ground to cover.
Go ahead. Orders! Moving there! Orders acknowledged.
Ready for orders. Glory awaits, men.
Get that area closed. Yes, sir. Looks bumpy up ahead.
Panzer Grenadiers
Hold
standing
on.
by.
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy!
Grenadiers ready.
We wanted it.
Panzer Grenadiers closing distance. Panzer Grenadiers await orders.
Engaging!
Oh, boys, we have movement order. Laying foundations for the support.
Come on, Ratschützen, on the attack!
Fox's finest.
Let's rev that engine!
Voll behind.
Hunting!
Come double time. Tear that flag down. Get moving. Loud and clear. Taking enemy territory. Coordinates received. It will be our SWAT score.
Swap the SWAT there.
All of you, come with me.
Our fuel point is being neutralized by the enemy!
You have Panzer Grenadiers relocating. Panzer Grenadiers, march!
Panzer Pioneers available!
Ready on your... Get the ground! What do you need?
Proximity alarm near our fuel point!
Panzer, get to it, man!
The enemy have claimed our sector!
What do you need? Let's go find some trouble.
Conquering ground!
Say the word! Captured! Shelter pulling out of combat!
Research complete. Superior support weapons are available.
Ready! Panzer Grenadiers, close! Hold here!
Planted. Pass well down
Loud and clear! Come out, Jake! With haste! Waiting for orders! Retreat! We have to
Ready on your
retreat!
word. The Kriegsmarine is looking like a sweet deal now.
Jawohl! There they are!
Proximity alarm near our victory point!
Loud and clear! The wire! We found the line! Out of the way! Collaboration resources must be captured!
Vehicle and
I chase this down. Double weaseled.
Christian! Did you
Oh, he went over my mind.
Pass for the victory point!
Destroyed the target!
utility group territory must be under our control?
We have lost control of a victory point. Survival improvements and smoke canisters.
Surprised I didn't. I think I was just on the periphery of that, so I got lucky that I didn't lose my motorcycle.
The Fox's finest here.
Orders?
Territory lost!
Location
You
secured.
have your gear. We're heading
Can we
out.
get back to work now? Streets
The victory point is being taken from us! Harry enemy resources with subterfuge beacons.
infantry!
Victory point lost!
Sunday drive,
Orders. Take anything
You
upon
full
you.
stop! Do it! Red enemy encroaching on us!
Down tools!
Go ahead!
Proximity alarm near our victory point!
Something important!
What do you need? Ready. Stripping them.
Ratchetson!
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
Pioneers have finished our orders. You have working on it. Completed their orders.
Ratchet, rev her up!
Commandant, upgrade received.
Move orders!
Make it. Let's go. Taking
We have half-track support fueled and ready for deployment.
their orders.
Christian!
Everything in
shut
order.
it, would you?
Forwards then.
Looks bumpy up
Panzer,
ahead.
it's as good as ours.
Moving to location.
Make it
On the
quick.
double. Coordinates
Orders
received,
incoming.
Commandant.
Enemy forward element.
They're taking pot shots!
What do you need? Panzer Grenadiers.
Ratchetson!
Right.
Taking a trail! Orders! Enemy encroaching on us!
You can rely upon us. You have repair that damage. Ready for orders.
Healing before I cap this. A little.
Quickly.
Oh shit! Let's do it.
Unit lost.
Orders in. Panzer Grenadiers relocating. Panzer Pioneers standing by. Everything in order. What do you need? Forwards then. Laying mines here. Prep them. Enemy forward elements! Locked and loaded. Let's move. Glory awaits, men. Panzer Pioneers standing by. Minefield completed. Now we wait.
Pack crew is reporting in.
Willing and able.
Want to cap this point? I need to get my pack gun out quick.
Panzer Grenadiers standing by. The Fox is locked and loaded.
A track-mounted flak ceiling is ready.
We found the front line. Prepare for counterattacks on the line. Command out.
Get the fire on this squad, so these guys with the weapons can do damage on the flank.
Grab your gear. Taking that location from the enemy. Say the word. I'm here. Loud and clear, Commandant. Double time. What do you need? Taking enemy territory. Piling sandbags, as ordered. If we can move up, Panzer Pioneers. Capture duties. Salvage that vehicle. We've done this a
Moving on.
550 standing by. Vehicle advancing on your coordinates.
You're to the headquarters. Enemy infantry closing on us. Ready on your work. None can stand in our way.
We have orders for us. Moving this haste. Hold tight.
The fuel point is being taken from us.
Capture that sector.
He got reinforcement. He is. Let's go over there.
Can do that.
I need to play around the mines I built here. Much as I want reinforcement, I need Panzerjägers. The Double Stewarts here.
You have problems, we have answers. Losing men! Under fire! Panzer, retreat!
Driver, on the double.
He chases.
Standing by!
Move! Driver! Working on it!
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Pulled up and moving.
Out! Back up!
Ready for orders.
We're losing grasp of a victory point.
What do you need? Grab your gear. We're heading out.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Like the veteran! Let's go!
Victory point under enemy control.
What the driver? Reverse! Enemy
Weapon
aircraft!
team here.
Drive!
Taking fire from Panzers here. Jawohl.
The territory sector has been claimed by the enemy.
Vital resource. What do you need?
Oh my god.
The enemy is resilient. They currently have the advantage.
Panzer Rangers.
Back us up slowly!
What do you need?
Up the move, driver! Contact with enemy panzer!
Our pack has been silenced at the front. Commandant, we have command points available to us.
Ready. Filling in plenty of ground cover. Engage inside. Command our Panzerjäger advancing. Hot coordinates received.
Standing by!
But move. Panzer.
Annoying.
Let's go. Find some. Closing the distance. Ready for orders. Come on, men. Let's get to it. The Fox, everything in order? Forwards then.
Rebuild that pack gun.
Coordinates received. The men engage. Loud move. Pick up those feet.
You wait order! Halt here!
Ready on your word. The Kriegsmarine is looking like a sweet deal now.
Come on, men!
Well, if anything, I'm getting some lot of salvage in, aren't I, at the moment, which is good.
Batteries shall deny the enemy with a firestorm. At your command.
Steady.
Upgrades for my squads.
Something for us? With me. Panzer Grenadier, we have a heading. Men, with me.
The war's this way. Good job.
Already got fucking Shermans, though.
Panzer pirate, moving. Quick march, stop. Wait.
You have orders for us? Back us up slowly!
New coordinates. Make it quick.
Follow me! Cat! Pull over! Evading!
Enemy panzers crossing the line.
Driver!
Holding here. Drop your orders. Drop to cover when we come under fire. Move orders. Go.
That's what the mayor's up for.
Commander! Keep touching it faster! Push it! Fucking right! Your gear! Say the word!
Our enemy has the upper hand. We have 300 points.
Get moving! Commendation!
Pack 38 is entering the field.
Keep it moving! With hands! Boys, we have movement orders. Say the cover time! Taking enemy territory!
Back up!
We're listening. Ready on your work.
What's this guy doing?
You grab your gear. We're heading out.
Driver! Reverse us out!
Orders. Panzer Grenadiers, close the distance.
Eager to take some hunt here!
Panzer Grenadiers, relocate. Enemy Panzer! Pulled up and minefield completed.
Black
Now we wait. What do you need? Let's make men. Push up.
Alex!
We'll get there. Panzer Grenadiers, ready.
What do you
Quick
want?
march. Double time. What do you need? The Kriegsmarine is looking like clear. Coordinates received.
Tech up, quick.
Get us there!
Laying mines ready here. For orders. Prep them. Panzer pioneers.
We have only 250 points remaining.
Doing terribly right now, but not doing great either.
Completed. Quickly now. Grab your gear. Move.
Fox's finest. Jawohl, Kommandant.
Ready on your work. Laying mines here. Prep them.
Follow me.
Get in gear. We have a heading.
Make it quick.
You have something for us?
wanted. Pass word down the line. Laying mines here. Prep
Good job, we're patient men.
Territory overrun!
Steady, Truppe!
We must endure!
Mechanized combat groups are ready for selection.
Eager to Christoph. What do you need?
A victory point is being taken from us.
Weapon marching orders, then sitting orders. Orders, laying mines here. Ready. Filling and able. Packer targeting armor.
We're losing grasp of a victory point.
It's done. Ready for new orders. Mines laid. Right where you asked.
Did that pack gun round just vanish into thin air? You all saw that, right? You saw that pack gun round just completely...
A victory point is being taken from us.
Enemy troopers are pushing.
Territory lost.
Contact! Get to ground!
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
We cannot take these losses! Taking heavy losses! No!
Command points are available for use.
Oh, I'm gonna lose these guys, aren't I? Fuck.
Anti-tank infantry have been killed at the front line.
Grab your gear. We're heading out. Ready! Command those tellers when they see it! Consider it done.
Oh, of course he splashes the mine I got down there.
Quick march! We have a dead veteran! You have something locked and loaded. Next move. Panzer Grenadiers standing by. Panzer, let's go find some trouble. You have something for? We have a heading. Men, with me. You get moving.
Flag 36 arriving on the field.
Panzer Grenadiers have completed the task. Ready on your
Reinforce it. Oh, losing that Panzerjäger squad sucks, man. I could stop the VP drain.
What do you need?
Not getting the Sherman as well.
Fire! Do we disengage?
Keeping your skies pull over.
It will be done. Panzer pioneers fully bolstered. Drop to cover when we got here. Panzer will get enemy
Territory is now in enemy hands.
Pack and crew here. You have the Kriegsmarine is looking like a sweet deal now.
Retrofit incoming.
Grab your gear.
Confirm heading.
I reinforce.
Reinforcements straight from the market. Let's go find some trouble. Standing by. You have orders.
Panzer 3 on station.
Panzer Pie with me.
Commandant,
Stay close.
you need us.
What do you need? Orders. Ready for new orders.
Out here.
Taking that location from the enemy. Pioneers under fire! Say the word! Follow my lead! Weapon team is Maschinengewehr! Take cover! Stop here! Moving! Quick weapon crew here! Weapon team here! What do you need? Boys, we have movement orders! Come on, Dad!
Right. We have a heading.
Driver! Panzer pioneers, stand ready!
Panzer Grenadiers
Pioniere receiving you! Commander!
Lowering your weapons.
Engaged!
Ready.
Vital resources must be captured! Pulled up and moving.
I'm worried about being flanked hard again on the right-hand side, like what happened before.
Pack gun defensive position completed. Grab the gun.
You have orders for us?
Ready for wire. Gloves on. Get moving.
Some mines on my flank here.
The Kriegsmarine is looking like a sweet deal now, huh? Panzer pioneers fully bolstered.
Armory upgrade underway.
Laying mines here. Eager to get started. You have some locked and loaded. Let's move.
Guy's making loads of the shitty tanks. I'm gonna have to probably bail him out in a second. I've got mines down. Need a cat and credit over here.
Panzer pioneers.
Commandant, the enemy. Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
I'll take the gun. Orders completed. Help him.
We're towing that.
Orders coming through.
A victory point under enemy control.
Just like the Nürburgring, eh?
Crew here.
Medical van, yes, we can do that.
Take it, boys. We have movement orders. Soldiers.
Achtung! Vehicle here!
All Panzergrenadiers confirmed.
Enemy forces have taken our territory.
Get us
You have problems. We have answers.
Medical staff! Here!
on your feet!
Panzergrenadiers relocating.
Orders, crew!
Glory awaits, men.
The victory point is being taken from us!
Marching! With haste!
Nice.
That should be used. We have lost control of a victory point.
Panzergrenadiers have completed the task. Panzergrenadiers are fully replenished. We have a heading. Men, with me.
MG fire!
My crew is
Tearing us
ready.
apart!
What's left, driver? Move! New Tiger tanks will be made available shortly.
Commanders! Get moving!
Willing and able.
Commandant! Driver!
We must take that sector!
Pack and grab the gun. Let's move.
Back us up! Slowly!
Make it quick.
We are losing grasp of a fuel point. Medical Victor, that's what the man. We are losing grasp of a victory point.
We're finished! Ready for more! Clear the body!
The enemy has taken a victory point.
I can attack ground too, motherfucker.
What do you...
Territory sector out of contact. Attention! We have Tiger heavy tanks available to us. Commandant, we have surplus command points that await allocation.
Oh no.
Weapon crew, weapons ready to go. Commandant, there's sentinels the Australians out there.
Orders complete! Panzergrenadiers ready!
Tiger is a bit ways away.
Commandant, we hear you!
Proximity alarm near our victory point.
Let's go find some trouble. Take anything
What's he
of
waiting?
value.
Victory point under enemy control.
The Fox is capturing location.
Won't be long.
Everything in order? Problems, we have answers. Repairs needed. Grab your outwelder. The Panzergrenadiers relocating.
Territory sector lost.
Locked and loaded. Let's move.
Enemy at 250 points. They are stubborn.
Try and save it for a Tiger now if I can.
We need support!
We have to load. We have to move.
You have orders? It's that weapon. Make room for the crew.
We've done what we can. On me. Quickly now.
orders. We're moving.
Archer, back in your seat.
He did hit mines on. Yeah, my mines did go off on that side, so that mine did kind of help out.
Boys, we have movement
Eager to get
orders.
started!
Enemy panzer pushing the line. Enemy panzer. We can't stay here. Panzer pioneers. Quick march.
What will it be? Reverse to that position. So that's what the mirrors are for.
Panzer pioneers standing by.
Panzer III is
Figure down. Standing by!
The Fox is fine. Working on it.
Pack gun ready! Done! Ready for new orders! Pack gun!
Oh yeah, there we go.
Command points available.
Orders.
All done here.
How many times was it my
Move through!
Panzer pioneers standing by.
Reverse to that position. Driver.
Weapon team has been
That's what the mirrors are for.
Orders! We have a heading! Grab your gear! Ready for orders!
Panzer is moving.
Pack and crew here!
Our forces hold strong. The advantage is ours. Fucking Panzer! Territory lost. Back up. Make room for the crew.
Grab your gear. We're heading out.
Territory captured! We
Back,
hold
back,
it!
back.
Moving the
Back
tank!
us up.
Hold tight!
We're receiving. Backing up. Carefully.
Off Tiger.
We have a heading. Men, with me.
Enemy forces standing at 200 points and falling. Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Right!
Commandant,
Panzergrenadiers relocating.
Back us up!
You have confirmed.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Behind the shield. Ready.
Tiger 1, ready to turn the tide.
The Fox locked and loaded. Let's move.
Reverse to that position.
You have orders for us?
Everything in order. Forward
Keeping your
then.
skies clear, Commandant.
We must hold this line.
Fucking now!
All done here. Command, Panzergrenadiers closing.
Pass word down the line. What the Kriegsmarine is.
Territory overrun.
Driver, du hast es auch. Autokanone, stop here!
Panzergren, let your front.
Utility crew, here's you.
Ready for Panzergrenadiers.
Line him out with the EA.
20 mil.
Tiger's on the field now as well.
Order locked and loaded. Let's move.
I wish I could salvage these wrecks, man.
Rollout of engine improvements is underway. Vehicles will be able to secure territory shortly.
You have something for us? Glory awaits, men.
Medium panzer is ready.
Weapon crew. We have a heading. Men,
Keeping
with
your
me.
skies clear, Commandant.
Get moving. Quick march. All done here.
Wait. Driver, throttle up. We don't have one.
Everything in order. Forward then.
Panzer
Let your front cover.
Be greedy and risky here.
Standing by.
Engine. We're losing grasp of a victory point.
They're eager to move!
Backing up.
Locked and loaded. Let's move.
What will it be?
Grab your gear. Ready? We have a heading.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
Standing by. We found the enemy transport. What do you need?
Panzer und get this panzer rolling. We're not expecting trouble, right? Panzer 3 looking for trouble.
Enemy forces are shaken. 100 points remain.
The enemy is pushing through here.
Keep going. Reporting.
Off-map batteries are standing by to commence firestorm. We have a heading. It shall be done.
Vision next.
Armory upgrade underway.
You have something for us? Securing territory.
He's got his own 88 now. That's good. All right.
Backing up.
You driver, get us moving.
Prep them. Orders in glory.
Medium panzer is ready. Driver, throttle up. We don't have one.
Acknowledged. Enemy forces on 75 points.
Ready. Willing and able. Everything in order.
Bit risky going over here without a sweeper. I need a sweeping.
Armory upgrade complete, Commandant.
I want a weapon inspection as we move.
Fox's finest. Plenty of front cover. Enemy.
Orders incoming.
Say the word. Enemy forward. Elevate.
We have our coordinates. Driver, ahead.
All batteries to arms. Commence barrage.
Pulling out of cover.
Panzer 3 is eager to move. Tiger tank under fire.
The battle is in your favor, Commandant. 15 points remain.
It will be done. Acknowledge. Panzer, report. Enemy panzer. Ready for new orders.
We have command points awaiting assignment.
Inspectorate Scimitar. Come get me a fucking headrest. Faster. While you watch your feet. Securing territory. Help us. Prioritizing panzer. Transport. We've been spotted. Crew, stay alert. Keep the gun firing.
Enemy forces at 25 points.
Nice. Whew. Rough start, but able to claw back in, you know, with that win there with the good use of the 88. It's lacking a bit of vision, I think. Losing the motor slug kind of sucked. Kind of needed it for vision, and because I'm paired with another DAC player, he didn't have a Kettenkrad. We had 2 Wehrmacht. No, it was triple decker, 1 Wehrmacht. Yeah, I lost a couple of units there. Dude, what's this guy do? He made 3 archers and just chilling with 3 archers here? What the fuck? What's he doing? He had 3 archers, man. What the fuck? Able to murder that American player with most of his Shermans as well. Yeah, the Dax Kriegsmarine would be great. I mean, that command. What did I get for going for that commander, man? Really not much. Raise the volume of the gain up. Is it not loud enough? All right. Bring the volume. People have been saying the game volume's too loud compared to my voice a lot of the time, so I could do that next game. Yeah, somewhat espionage. I mean, I probably could have gotten the adverts training and this on the left-hand side, which I didn't do. I had the command points to buy that, and I didn't. I did use plunder a lot. And then I used the Firestorm on the right to help the teammates out. But apart from that, I didn't really get too much utility. I can see if when I go Kriegsmarine, I'm going to get constant munitions. I'm going to be able to lock down points easier. Just feel like that's going to give me more. No? Yeah, I'll be able to recon myself, drop the flares forward. Not sure I can't... Yeah, I'm not sure how much the flares are going to cost me, but fairly expensive. Hey, Rickley, thank you for the raid, cheers. It's one of the first games where when I literally every one of my units, I had 2 Panzer Grenadiers, 2 Panzer Pioneers, and a Panzerjäger, and there was still more wrecks on the ground that I could plunder, and I couldn't because I was kind of I had all the weapon slots taken up, which was quite funny. Needed like I was also thinking maybe I should have got armor that game, so I could have gotten the salvage kit, so I could have salvaged more and get more manpower and resources that way. That probably would have been better because of the amount of extra wrecks on the map. Any tank loiter could have been good against the Matildas. Could have had a 250 autocannon instead, maybe as well. Yeah, my teammate went for Massam Avente spam, which I don't see, but it kind of worked though, actually, all right. So Avente's backed up by, he eventually got himself an 88 to help himself on that side, it was all right. I could have side-teched for the recovery vehicle yet, but I was spending all my manpower that game on units and upgrades, so I couldn't really afford to side-tech to get it out, to be honest. The new commanders are not live just yet, guys. It's the 27th it comes out. You can't hear a thing? You can't hear at all? Is it just does everybody have that issue? You can't hear the game sound at all when I'm playing? Or is it just YouTube having the issue for some reason? Apologies. I did just look at it and it was set to minus 15 decibels on the gaming system, so it might be a misclick where I said it's that many decibels, so I do apologize. Might have misclicked it earlier. Music is loud, it shouldn't be. I can turn the music down. The music is down to minus 15 decibels. I'll lower it even more. I put it down to minus 20 decibels now. Polish people love hands. Hey, I went to Poland, actually. I went to Warsaw. Was it this year? Yeah, I think so. I think this year. I went to Warsaw this year. I tried some Polish vodka. And I was there for the 11-Bit Studios event where they were showcasing the new game Alters, which I still need to get around to playing at some point. Look at the bars, not the DP number. Apologies if the audio was all over the place then. Wasn't my intention. Right, guys, we have been live for 3 hours, just over 3 hours. We did do some good analysis of the new kind of like battle groups earlier with the new Polish Cavalry groups. If you missed that, guys, I'll put that on YouTube later. We also did a cast, a 1v1 between Rickley and Havoc. Was it Havoc? Was it Freric? I can't remember. One of the two. It was Havoc. But now I'm going to go grab some dinner because it's late and it's 10 o'clock and I haven't had any food yet. So if you guys enjoyed the stream, though, and you want to make sure you're tuned in for next time so you know when I'm live next, make sure to hit that follow button or subscribe if you're on YouTube. And if you want to support me, become a member on YouTube or subscribing on Twitch is a great way to support the channel, guys. Really appreciate it. But before we end the stream, we have Flag Cam. Say hello to Flag Cam, everybody. Hello. Hello, everybody over there. I have a new cam. A cool flag cam. It's at the top there. Watching on the YouTube if you're watching normal widescreen. Bacon, are you on the flag? I don't know. Actually, yeah, that's another thing. Is Bacon on the flag? I don't think so. How long have you been subscribed, Bacon? Less than 2 years, I think, right? Sub count. What's your sub badge length? I can't remember what yellow is. Yellow is less than 2 years, isn't it? Yellow. 9 months. Yeah. So you probably won't be on there if you. Is it for 2 years? What, your name gets put on there? No. So basically, if you do subscribe to the channel, become a member on YouTube, your name gets put on the flag. I've just forgotten to do it for the last 2-3 years, to be honest. I'm trying to do it again. The fuck, bro? My immersion is ruined. There is a green screen. There is a green screen. It's right here. Yeah. How do you, wonder why I keep my room so clean all the time? I don't know, Bacon. If you don't ever remember me putting your name on the flag, I probably haven't done it because I normally do it when you're in the chat and you're here. So we had Holy Dirts with a Prime sub, and we also have Bacon. Big Bacon on there. Can you guys see me? Or my pajama trousers. Immersion is facing a. I only wear the top when I game. I'm gonna go through the effort putting trousers on. Right, so we'll put Bacon on. Bacon. Bacon on there, and then we also had Holy. No. Now on the sub flag, this flag here, as I've had this for many years, and I used to put people's names on it, but I'm going to try and do it again. We've still got plenty of space to have people's names on the right-hand side of that flag, so we'll keep doing that. Am I going to make a Polish cavalry builder? Yes. I mean, if I see a decent uptick in the amount of players that play CoH3, I would be likely to do a battle group build order for each of the new battle groups. For each faction, so I did that for the February one. We'll do it for the next one as well. Sub, he's wearing trousers. I'm not wearing trousers. I'm wearing pajama bottoms. Wearing nice and comfy. Able to magically transform his room in less than 3 seconds. I know, it's magic. Yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Yeah, gonna take a break now. Have some dinner. What game is this? Hey, user, this was playing Company of Heroes 3 just now. That you're probably looking at a wall screen saver of Nurgle from Warhammer 40k. But we're ending the stream now. We've been live for a few hours, so I'm going to take a break now, have some dinner, and then I'll be back. And later on tonight, guys, I intend to do maybe a couple of hours of Battlefield 6 this evening. There's apparently they've added a new multiplayer map, kind of like an urban, a suburban environment, which check out. I'll be doing that. Can I play Broken Arrow next? Sorry, Slow, I'm kind of taking a break from that game. It's kind of a dead game. Well, I wouldn't say it's a dead game, but it's a very small player base like CoH. So the only reason I would go back to that game if it's had a huge population, I can see myself growing my content over there. But I'm just generally not a massive fan of modern day combat when it comes to RTS games, at least. So, anyway, thank you again for watching, and I will see you all soon. Be back in like an hour or two. It's currently 4 minutes past 10, so yeah, maybe 11 o'clock, 11:30. I'll be back for some Battlefield 6. Yeah, thank you again for watching, guys. And let's go live. Can we raid somebody? Let's see who's live. Anybody I know that's online right now? Have a good rest, but headache. Imagine if Dingo had the tulip rockets, dude. Dingo equipped with a tulip rocket. Ray. I'll go raid someone else from SideQuest who raid this guy. That's the wrong. Right, no, what am I doing? Don't raid that. Raid this. There we go. Right, if you guys want to go raid, joining the raid, spam some of my tank emotes in the chat. Sub, just in the raid and say hello. Thanks so much. Evening. And yeah, I will be back in an hour or so, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Audio freaks out so much.